Okay, so here's the deal. We have now hit 5 years of me doing art, and 5 is a good number, you know? Half of 10. 10 is, well, 10's a mediocre number. I don't know, 10, 7's the best number. I like 7 best. But 7 years doesn't feel as good as 5 years. This isn't relevant. Okay, back on point. So yeah, we're going to be looking at all of the art that I could find. And when I say all of it, I mean all of it. I scrounged through every message, everything I could find, every screenshot, every little like downloaded doodle in my phone because I don't save them properly on the computer because I'm a sicko. I went deep on this. I worked so hard. But I finally gathered it all. And yeah, we're going to be looking at all of it. So, here we go. Okay, so you know how I just said 5 years? It's a little bit of a lie, because we actually go a bit further back than that. So, I went through, and I scrounged through old backpacks, through the bottom of this drawer of random papers I've been collecting for years. I went in my closet. Place is scary. And I collected all of this random art that I cannot date, because it's before I had social media, before I had any messaging platforms, and I never dated anything. So, it's all a mystery. But I found it. And I included it because I am a man of my word. I said I would include every piece of art, and so I will include every piece of art. And we're gonna cut because I need to let the dog out. So starting out, we have this pair of random eyes. They're random eyes. I don't know what else to say here. So a consistent trend you're gonna notice with a lot of my art at this time is it's unfinished. I just would sketch until I ran into difficulty. Something looked wrong, but I couldn't place it, and so I'd be like, and we're done. Let's cut now. And yeah, you're gonna see that with all of this. I would also draw super duper light. We have instances like this. I had to crank up the contrast in that picture so much to be able to see anything because it's so light, which to be fair, the drawings are old, they're fading, but I know myself, I know this problem. So this one is a really good indicator for the level I was at the time. So I had god-awful anatomy. I had no understanding of gesture, lighting, what's that? And I had an ego. I had such a big ego. So I would look at this and be like, I can draw anything I want to. I just don't feel like it. Okay, that's a cool, that's a bad example. Okay, I'm trying to do like a silent like, thing. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that. I really thought that I could though, and so I wouldn't use reference because like, I don't need reference. I got my mind. I was kind of really stupid. It's okay though. This one is fucking cute. I like that. That's really cute. This guy's kind of sick too. I like him. So trees, the big things I would always draw were animals and trees. So that's mainly what I would draw. There's a lot more art I did in this time, but I know I just said I included every piece. I included every piece within my power, okay? If I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and I would steal Child Me's sketchbook and take pictures of every page, but unfortunately, I don't have that. Okay, a little cut here because I had hit the mic and killed the audio. So when you look at this, you can tell that I didn't know how to break down forms. That's something I really needed to work on. Because I would only see those small little details and I couldn't see the larger picture of things. So like when I looked at a tree, I saw the leaves, I saw the little breaks in the branches, but I didn't know how to draw the overall thing. I was going for those little points and trying to draw out from there instead of starting from the larger base shapes to capture that form, then expanding out into the smaller details. And so I didn't know what big, medium, small was. I didn't know the rule of thirds. And I would define things, as you can see, by like the points of protrusion, right? Where like the face goes out here, right? So you add a line there. The nose goes out, so you add a line here. But I didn't think about it, right? So we got Mr. Dorito here. He's a fantastic example of this. Look at how much detail there is on him. We don't need to define every little point on him. We only need to define the points of contrast. And so that's something that I didn't get at the time. So yeah, I would go through and I would just do it by these little tiny points, little tiny details that I spot. And so everything felt kind of janky and didn't have much form and life to it because I was defining every single little nook in it that I could see. And that created this very flat, stale look. And then you would see that I didn't know what lighting was, right? And so I would try to accommodate it with different things and like make up for it. And so I'd be like, okay, well, we'll just add in this pattern in between to make it feel more right. I didn't know why it felt more right. I just knew that it did. It felt fuller. It gave some texture to it. And so I would just scribble those in endlessly, spend like hours on that. It was very fun, honestly. But yeah, it was the way that I would accommodate for that weakness at the time. Then there's this one too, just another little doodle. This one's kind of cool, I like that. So with this one, I guarantee you, for a fact, I did not know what communist was. I made this before I was taught it in school, and I just heard someone say the word communist, and I was like, haha, it's a funny word. I knew it was associated with the hammer and sickle, and so I was like, oh, so like funny construction workers. So yeah, there's your explanation for this. And then you could see very clearly when I used reference versus when I didn't, because this looks so much better. So yeah, I don't like that one. Okay, and this is where the audio cuts back in, so. This one is so fucking cute, alright? I like this one. I like this one a lot. It's a silly little guy. So this is like attempt 15 at recording this video because I keep getting off track. So I don't know where I put it, but I got my sticky note out here and I just like started doodling in the middle of this thing, and I sketched him because he was really cute. I'll do, I don't know, we're not going to draw this probably, but like, he's a cute guy. I like him. I like the water stain on it too. I don't know, it just adds to the vibe. This one, again, you can tell I use a reference. This one looks nice. I like this. Okay, stop. Hang on. I got things to say on this one, okay? What is this photo? What is this photo? We have it in the dark, taken with flash, being held down by a can of refried beans. I'm gonna sneeze, hang on. But with this one, right? This feels like something I'd see in a horror game. Like you go, you're wandering through the dark, like the lights go out, you got your flashlight, and you're like, ah. And then you stumble on this like child's drawing, and you're like, it's the creature! And then you look at it, like the flashlight, you click on it, you zoom in, and then you zoom out, and you're standing like right there, like. That's what this feels like to me, okay? And I think I'm right, because I'm always right about everything, because I'm a genius. Why is it not hitting clicky clicky? Clicky clicky clicky. There we go. We have officially now reached 2020. I should do like a little, like how Skamboli has like the I should do that. 2020. Cool. So with these ones, I'm going to show you the images like of the actual drawings that I took, and then I'm going to show you what I posted. Because I edited the fuck out of these, but I did learn a lesson from it. So we're gonna talk about that lesson. So look at these. You can see that. Why isn't that? There we go. Okay. You can see that they're very, very lightly drawn, just like everything else in this time, because I was very afraid of messing them up. And so I took these pictures and I crumpled them up a little bit, right? And I put a light on the side to like emphasize those like folds in the paper. And then I cranked the fuck out of it where I was like, color, bow, contrast, bow. And I learned something from this. So if we look at our Instagram here, these look much better. And that's because there's like a feeling of lighting to them. And so I was starting to realize like, maybe there's more to this. Maybe there's something that we're missing here. And this was a little breakthrough for me. So these look much, much nicer, obviously. Because you have those little like darker sections, which brings more attention to those light areas. I didn't fully understand what it was at the time, but I was like, we're on something here. Something is adding here. Something is helping. Let's go back to this here. So then I won a laptop in a school raffle thing. And we got Blender. As you can see here, I was creating incredible stuff. I have a hinting suspicion, just like a little one, that I don't know what I was doing. But that's okay, because it was fun and I was enjoying it, and that's what's important. So with this, right, I did not know what vertices were. I jumped into Blender with nothing, like literally nothing teaching me it. I just went in and was like, if I increase number on sphere, I sculpt more. And I wouldn't enter edit mode for the life of me because it always made my computers crash. So this became a problem for a really long time where I was like, no, edit mode is evil. Do not touch it. that didn't lead to great habits, but it's okay. This was another one of those ones where I was like, holy shit. This lighting stuff is fucking cool. Because I took this, right? And then I added some lighting to it. Look at that. That looks nice. That looks cool. I like that. And so this is when I was like, oh, we onto something here. I like this. And so this is what created my path to improvement here. Editing the fuck out of those photos. And getting Blender and being like, something's cool here. So at this point, we need to talk about someone else here. So I was on YouTube because I had just found Blender, and so I was like, cool creature sculpt, Blender. And I stumbled on this wonderful man here, Blankface Studios. He is a super duper nice dude. He makes fantastic art. You should definitely check him out. Like I pulled up, I'm ready here. I'm ready to go. So like he has gorgeous, gorgeous art. Here's some of his 2D stuff, and then his channel is more focused on the 3D. It's fantastic. You should really check him out. But I found this video here changed everything. It completely changed the course of my art journey for the better. So I found this video and was like, holy shit. That's cool. And I was spamming him with comments on his channel, and he responded and was like, thank you. And then he mentioned this little funny thing called Discord, and I was like, you telling me I can talk to this guy? I can just go and talk to him? And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Sign me up. And I joined his Discord, and I was evil in it. I was a fucking menace. I would not shut up. But I loved that Discord. And I met my best friend Alkin there too, who is also a really, really cool artist you should check out. So his like art archive is on Tumblr, where he posts all of it. And then he has Twitter, which is where he mainly posts his stuff. It's Manfred KMC is his username. And then he also has Blue Sky, but he doesn't really talk on there like he does on Twitter. He posts more like media analysis on Twitter and stuff, and just like his general thoughts. And then Blue Sky, it's more just exclusively art, which is really fucking cool and beautiful, and like really, it's like really cool, and you should check out his art and be like, wow, that's cool. I'm really good at advertising to other people, as you can see. Also, Spencer has a Patreon that you can support him on as well if you want to. This video is supposed to be about me. Okay, we should go back to my art. Hang on, here we go. So we had this one, and I joined his server, and I was looking at his art and was like, they seem to be emphasizing the muscles and features more. I think I should try that. And so you can see I'm already doing much better with it. It's not like a huge leap in improvement yet, but it's getting better, you know? And that's just how it is. And then this one, I made on my phone with my finger in Ibis, like a psychopath. Alright, look at how many little Sketch-room sketches are in here. And I did that all with my goddamn finger. Alright, and for the 2021 section, I'm going to show you a video of me drawing. And it's freakish, alright? I don't have patience for that shit anymore. But I think that Spence had done something in there where it was like, you take 3 words and you combine them, sort of thing, maybe? I cannot remember. I remember I did this for a server though, and was like, this is cool! This one was one that I was super duper proud of at the time. And yeah, neat. And then this is another one I did, Ibis with Fingy Fingy. I like this one. This one's cool. This is when I really started to be like, you had this like light stuff here, and it looks cool. But you can, a clear thing I want to point out here, I'm adding light, not shadow. And that's gonna be something that I need to learn here. So this is the first drawing I did when I got my drawing tablet. It was a Vike A4, fantastic little drawing tablet. I'd recommend it to anyone on a budget. It's like $30, $40. It's great. It served me well for a really long time. And yeah. Oh, that's the end of 2020. We're at the end of 2020. 2021 time now. Cool. Okay, so kicking off 2021 with this drawing, I had spent so long on this one. So you can just see how much detail I put in this. I drew in like all of these little individual strokes over the whole thing. I spent easily 200 hours, if not more, on this thing. And I actually have a video of myself working on the drawing here, and you can see just how ineffective this method of working is. I spent so long on it. So this is kind of a continuation of my lack of understanding. I was saying that I would draw in like patterns and stuff in creatures because I didn't really get what lighting was to like make it, like to push it further. So I've been looking at Berserk, right? And I saw these little scratchies all over, and so I was like, oh, we add the scratchies and that gives the texture. And so I was kind of starting to get it, right? I think this is one of the exact panels I was looking at a lot. But you can see how intentionally placed all of these are. Like, these are all put there with purpose. And you can see he holds off on it in a lot of places to imply texture. And, you know, all of this serves to further emphasize the form. I was really trying to do that, but I didn't quite get it. So this video is on like 40 times speed or something ridiculous like that, and I had cut out every single second where I wasn't drawing. I remember I spent so long editing this video, but you can see just, you can just imagine how long I spent on this. And I was able to learn a lot from this, right? Like, I was trying to push outside of my comfort zones, and you can see that I had added those like little light areas on there. So the big issue here, right, is I'm adding light areas to everything in my drawings at this time, but I'm not pushing shadows. Everything is still remaining in like a neutral grayish area, you know, for the values. And so this is something that I'm going to end up working on a lot later in this year. And yeah, you get the idea with this one. Moving on from that. So then we had this one here. Let's get that out of the way too. So this is my shitty old avatar that I don't like, and I choose not to talk about, and I pretend it doesn't exist, and if you ask me about it, I will gaslight you and be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I never drew that, because I'm really cool. But yeah, then there was this drawing. So my idea at the time, right, was like, okay, drawing a regular face is too much for me. I don't know how to do this, and so I was really into anime at the time. And so I was, what was this one? Demon Slayer? I think I was looking at Demon Slayer, and so I was like, this is a very simplified face. I'm gonna try applying this to Frodo from Lord of the Rings and try to like figure out these landmarks on it. And it was a good study for me, right? Like, it helped me a lot in understanding it, but you can see it's not great. There's a lot of issues with it. It doesn't have, like, I didn't know the structure, and so I wasn't able to place these elements accurately. So like, drawing in a more simplified style is actually very, very difficult because you have to know the structure of the face really well in order to be able to simplify them. I think that for the time though, this was a good study for me to do. It was a fun way for me to like start to try to understand and think more about the face. And this is further applied in this drawing. I believe I was working on these two at the same time. This one I spent like 2 months on. It's ReZero, what's his name, Subaru? I remember I was watching ReZero and I was like, man, it's so expressive with all of these shots of him. I want to be able to take that. I want to be able to take that feeling and put it in my work. And so I'd gotten a bunch of photos of it, and these are just a bunch of little studies put into like a collage essentially. And so I was just sitting and trying to like break it down and like think about it and be like, okay, why is this line here? Where's that? Did that move like the eyebrows? Oh, okay. So yeah, see, it's connected to that. And so we were putting things together a lot then, and this really helped me out a lot. I was able to learn a ton from this. Is it perfect? No, but I like this drawing. I had worked really, really hard on it, and it was a drawing that meant a lot to me, and it was a huge milestone for me at the time. And you can see that like I'm starting to try to add in some shadows here, which is a new thing. I wasn't doing that before, you know? And so it was a very, very productive and good study for me to do. So this one was a kind of stupid story. So I had gotten a message from some people and they were like, hey, we want you to do a drawing for our game. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And then I had made the mistake of letting them pay me afterwards. And that's when I realized I was talking to a bunch of 10-year-olds. So they offered me their Robux. I'm not taking a 10-year-old's Robux. So we didn't do that. We can skip this for a second, and then this was the other drawing that I had done for them. So this one, right, I had done thinking I was gonna get paid. This one I did out of guilt, which, yeah, maybe like don't do that, but whatever. So this was our old OC. He's been abandoned, but yeah, you can see my lovely, lovely proportions here. I still have this problem. The really sick part, this still looks kind of normal to me. It still looks like, I look at this and I'm like, yeah. Okay. We really need to fix that. But, yeah. Okay. We have to have a little disclaimer with this one. Do not watch this show, okay? I was really, really stupid and oblivious, and they were making a lot of jokes that I didn't know what they meant. And they were doing a lot of things that because I was younger, I didn't see the problem in it. And so I was like, what does it matter? She threw up on her clothes. Of course she's gonna take off her shirt. She don't want to keep wearing clothes that like throw up on them. She didn't take off her clothes because of the throw up. She took off the clothes to appeal to the audience. Yeah, don't watch this, please. It's like a weird fan servicey, kinky pedophile show, but I didn't get it. And yeah. Okay, I don't want to talk about this anymore. We're moving on with this. I had really liked drawing it. I had a lot of fun with it, but just please don't watch this. Yeah. So this was a drawing I had done when we got my dog Nabara. She's super fucking cute. I love her. I'll put in a little clip of her. This is her. She's really cute and sweet. She's laying here doing whatever this is. Oh wait, it's not that orientation. Okay, whatever. But yeah. It's a solid one, you know. So I was using reference very heavily at this time. I think with most of these, I can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure I was looking at shots from the show and essentially just trying to copy them, right? So I was trying to get this hand, and I was like taking a lot of notes trying to understand like how you get that pose. And yeah, we did a good job with it. I was able to learn a lot, improve with this one. Okay, I had really loved this drawing, and the caption drives me crazy. I just spent like 40 minutes drawing this man's hair for subpar results. Don't give me your shit. You were so proud of this drawing and you know it. You fucking loved that. You were like, oh man, he's so expressive. I got like a cool knife going out. Like, I loved this drawing. Why did I have this like weird fucking pick me line to it, alright? Take pride in what you do. I was proud of that drawing. Don't believe me, my bullshit. It's like being here. Okay. Okay, so with this drawing, right, this is one that stood out to me and was special at the time because I used color, and that's something I was really, really uncomfortable using. And so I was trying really hard to like experiment and go outside of my comfort zone with this. I was trying to like draw a background, which is not something that I did, and I was trying to like add this atmospheric fog to it, and I was just trying really, really hard to push it. I didn't quite get it, but like it got me thinking on it, you know, and that's the good thing. This is also our first instance of hope hands, which is a consistent trend that you'll notice throughout 2021 where I go. And that's the pose we do for like every drawing, because I got a fucking addiction to that, I guess. But yeah. You can see my not great proportions again here, and this weird little like messed up arm here. But yeah, it is a drawing that I liked, so. Okay, we got a story for this one. Alright, I'm gonna tell this rapid speed as fast as I can. If I can't do it, we use the old cut. This one has a story. So I was going and I was using Instagram, and I was really new to Instagram, and so I didn't know how things worked, and I was looking at art repost accounts and I thought they were the artist. And so I saw at the end of them they all had like that like follow share, this is their username thing, whatever, right? And so I was like, okay, so I need to add that so people know that it's my art and that I made it and I'm not repost account. Even though I was looking at repost accounts, I thought that other people who didn't have that were repost account, because I was not very smart. And so I made this to go on it, and I wasn't super smart with that, but there's little kitty cats, so it's okay. Meow, 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 and a flower. Okay, I'd add on to this story by saying that, like, I was taking those art repost accounts and I was putting their stuff on my story and being like, wow, you did such a good job at so-and-so. And I didn't realize it was an art repost account until Alk sent me a message being like, hey, that's not the artist. And I was like, what? And they realized I'd made a lot of mistakes. Whoop, why is it not going? There we go. So then there was this one here. Okay, so Alk was a really, really big inspiration to me at the time. He still is. He has fantastic art. But I remember he was doing clothing folds in his art, and I was like, whoa, that looks so good. I was like it like shattered my world, alright? I was like, that's crazy! And so I was trying to apply that then. And I didn't use a reference. I was just like messing with my shirt being like, it seems to fold like that. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Yeah, I didn't get it, but it's okay. I did my best with it, right? Like, I tried, I was able to learn from this, and learning experiences are always good. So, yeah, you can see this massive, really, really thick, long arm, too. With, like, the elbow so high up, this long torso, and this tiny, tiny little one here, the itty-bitty hand, and then that face speaks for itself. Does not look great. I was so proud of the smoke too, and it's just not great. I have like feelings of resentment towards this drawing because of how I posted it. So I had made this one. I was super proud of it when I first made it, right? And then I was like, wait, we need to wait. I'll post it when the Chainsaw Man anime trailer drops, so then I can get more traction. Aha. That was a mistake because I was improving really rapidly at this time, and so then by the time that trailer came out, it looked so bad compared to the stuff I was doing, and I couldn't do it. It ate away at me. But these were some drawings I made when Kentaro Miura died. I think they were doing some sort of like thing online where like people draw this as a sign of respect for him to show how much people loved his work, and so I was like, I love Berserk, I will draw, and I made those. And then there's this one here. So this one, there's something a little special about that. We no longer have those little scratchy lines everywhere. So you can see here a perfect example for comparison. And then this one, we started trying to not use those. We used bigger strokes, and we were trying to do it without those lines. Because I was starting to realize, like, okay, this is a weakness, this is holding me back. And yeah, we were able to make a lot of good progress. We have it on the trees, but so we didn't talk about that, okay? We're not talking about that. Yeah, so I was trying really hard to experiment with like more dynamic poses in this time. Like that's, I'd say, the really, really big thing that I was focused on, is I was trying to create like dynamic, more like action-filled, expressive poses. And yeah, I improved a lot doing that. It was a fantastic way to improve. And yeah, there's this one, instance number 2 of Hope Hands. Yeah, this is another one where I tried using color, which is a very rare thing for me. I don't have much to say on this one. There's not much to say. I thought it was really funny at the time. Yeah, I would draw a lot of memes in this era. Okay, this is another one where I was trying really hard to do something like dynamic and creative. I remember I was really proud of this one because I made it a lot faster than my other ones, because, you know, we've got our 200+ hour piece in this time period, and I made this like a couple days, I think, and so I was like, wow, we're so fast. But I think this guy over here is cool. Can you see him? Oh yeah, you can't see him behind the thing. I think he's neat. I don't really care for this guy. I was trying to like create like a very dynamic one, but I didn't understand like camera angles. Right? And so I was trying to do this, and so I think I was most likely looking at references where like the camera's really low on the ground next to the foot, like pointing up, but I didn't know how to recreate that. And so this is the result here. I was also trying on this background, but I didn't really know what I was doing. You can see that I was trying to divide it up into like background, middle ground, foreground, but I wasn't doing super great. I was thinking my eye. There's more drawings of these old characters. I like his tattoo. I think the tattoo is fun. I don't have anything to say on the rest though. Sketch. I still can't use blur. I can't do it, man. Blur gets me. I was trying to like blur back here and then draw on top of it. It didn't work, but yeah, no, I still can't use it because my layers are so poorly organized. Okay, this was a big one for me, I remember, because I had posted it in Spence's old server for critique, and he told me that I needed to be pushing my values more, and I thought that I really was, and so I was confused by it at the time, because I was like, what do you mean? But I ended up, with the next one, really pushing it, and it looks so much better as a result. And yeah, I really like this one. I think the composition's fun, it's very creative, I like it a lot. This one, I was trying again with like the more dynamic poses. It's another one where I improved from it, right? We learned a lesson. And so I like it because of that. So I feel like I should say this too, the way that I define failure isn't by the pieces where they don't look super good or perfect, right? Like, making mistakes is how you learn, it's how you get better. The ones that I define as failures are the ones where I didn't try, where I didn't push myself. Those are the ones that I end up hating. But like, I make horrible mistakes in a lot of these drawings, but I still love them because they help me to improve, they help me to get to where I am now. And yeah, so I still like all of these. But yeah, I liked this one a lot. I was really, really proud of this. I remember I liked the reps for it too. They're very cute. I had my like little fake master sword, and then my dog was like chewing on it, and it was cute. But yeah, there's this little sketch. So this is another instance of what I was talking about with like the way that I would try to simplify faces. So I would draw like all of this in. I'm starting to kind of get it, right? Like, we're getting a lot better here, but I still felt like I needed drawn the full line for this because I didn't really understand the structure of a nose. I was just like, come out. Good. So, then there's this one. Same deal here. This one's a little bit better though. I had improved here with like my rendering a bit, but it's still not great. I still can't render. This is my old persona again. This one, okay, this one has so much potential, right? I like it a lot. I like the idea. I thought it was really fun, but the composition drives me crazy because it was so close to being nice. All I had to do was just take it in a little bit, like, I don't know. Yeah, like that. That's perfect, right? That would have been so much better. But instead I added in this like guy in the foreground here, and he just adds nothing to the image, you know? He just takes away from it. He's a distraction from the main focus of it. And yeah, I liked this drawing. I was trying really hard. I was really giving it my all to push it and like try to give more dynamic lighting, and yeah, I liked it a lot. The proportions aren't great, obviously. Like, this hand is bigger than their head, got this giant super long arm. It was even longer before. It's the scary part. Like, this is it dialed back. But yeah, this is a sketch that I had liked. I really liked all of my sketches where I could get like any sort of emotion in there, really. Those are the ones where I was like, it's good. Because this is something that I had a lot of trouble with at the time. We had tried to draw Zuko. I got lazy with this one. I don't care for it, really. This is one I did with an ink pen. More with the ink pen. This is for Inktober, so this is something I'd really recommend that everyone do, because it helped me to learn a lot, and I should be doing it more than I do. So like, take your camera on your phone, put it to video mode, and then try to like act things out and like get as much of that like dynamic gesture to it as you can. Like, try to really push yourself with those poses. And I think that getting out a camera is a really good way of doing that, because it's really hard to do that when you're drawing, because it's something that's already really difficult. And so when you can just move yourself, it's so much easier to get that, and then you have a reference ready to go. So you're able to get ideas and references. So this one was a drawing that I had done for an old teacher that I had. He was super duper nice, and this is the first and only commission that I've had. So yeah, he paid me to draw the Master Chief for him. I hadn't played Halo at the time, so I didn't really have much personality to add to the character, because I didn't really know anything about Halo. I also just kind of bullshitted the background because I didn't know anything. I remember I spent a lot of time on these little like divots in the valley and stuff, and I really enjoyed drawing them. And then I just blurred it because it was taking away from the Master Chief. But yeah, you can see we're getting a lot better. I was trying really hard with my rendering on this one, trying really to push it. We're still not really pushing shadows enough though. Like, that's something I really need to do and would have really taken this to the next level. But yeah, we are getting a lot better with the rendering. I'm really trying to experiment and push things here, and yeah, it looks great as a result of it. Little shrimp guy. Cool. Then there's this one here. This is another for Inktober, and yeah, I would draw these like really exaggerated, not great looking eyes, right? It's not something that I regret though. Same with like the scratchy lines. It's something that I was able to learn a lot from, and if I hadn't do it, I don't think that I would have really realized what it is that I loved about drawing them so much. So this is something that I had to do so then I could really break it apart and understand why I liked it, and apply it in like a better lens, obviously. So I'd really like drawing those lines because I love drawing that like big arch to it, you know, and I like making really expressive characters. I didn't know how to do that, And so this led me to creating my more simplified way of drawing faces now. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just something that you learned a lot from. This is one that I really liked a lot. I was trying super hard with this one, created like a really dynamic pose. I like this guy over in the corner here, like behind him. It's just like cool, like, oh, he's been cursed or something kind of vibe. And yeah, I thought it was fun. I was just really proud of this one because I had managed to create like the blood dripping down and then like his eyes, he looks like afraid. And it was just one where I was so proud of this for a really long time. Then there's this one. So this one I had been trying with the background a lot, so I was like, okay, 2 values. We're just gonna do 2 values and only very slight adjustments to it. That was a really good thing. So the background looks significantly better than most of the other ones that I did here because of that. And yeah, then I also messed with motion blur on it, and cool, good job with the motion blur. Blurring is cool. I should try doing that more now. I'm forced to admit, I did have a Genshin phase. So a big thing, okay, this is actually something that's fun. It doesn't have to be with Genshin, obviously, but like with any video game, I think it's really good practice to go and like wander around in the environments and then try to take pictures of it, you know? Like try to like move around your camera to create like a nice composition. I think that's a great thing to do. And especially when you have like the camera mode or something so that you can like adjust it and really play with it. I think it's very fun. I wasn't doing that with this. This is a really mediocre drawing. I didn't like it. I had realized that there's a big problem with the composition partway through, and so I was like, we can't save this, and I ended up giving up. But yeah, he's got those long legs again. It's a drawing. So there's this one as well. This is one where I was trying to like simplify it down again. So I was trying to create like background, midground, foreground again. And I was trying to like blur it out to create like a focus here. It didn't turn out great, but I feel like it's one of those ones where I had done it quickly. I was proud of the fact that I had done it so fast, and I felt like I had learned from it and was able to better understand how to structure things and do better in the future. So I guess points for that. This one, I was so proud of this drawing. So this is one that I had done of like the Squid Game guy. I can't remember his name. I just call him Mr. Squid because he's in it for like 5 minutes. I don't know his name. But yeah, I had done a study of him and I thought it turned out so good, you know? Like I was so proud of it. I spent a really long time on this study, but I was trying so hard to push my rendering with it, and it's much better. I learned a lot from this. So you can see that I was using those like thicker brush strokes, and I was like starting to create more transitions between them, and it's just so much better. I did such a good job with this one for the time, and yeah, this is one of the ones that I was really proud of, and it went well. Happy birthday, Alk! Year 1. And then there's that one here. Okay, I'm sorry. So I need to go back for a second. So the happy birthday Alk thing. There's this really bad drawing of Klaus, but I continued to make him a drawing every year for his birthday after that. We are on year 4 of it now. But yeah, he looks scary. He looks really scary. I cannot draw Klaus for the life of me. It always looks terrible, and I don't know what I'm doing. So then there's this one. It's a Vi from Arcane. It's I don't have much to say on it, you know. A little sketch that I did. Another sketch. There's that. Wait. Yeah, it's not great. Then there's this as well. These are some studies, and you can see that like my proportions aren't great, but I'm trying really hard to get better. And so I started like measuring it, I believe, around this point where I was like, okay, we're making legs too long. We're gonna overlay the image and like take notes so then I could try to think and do better next time. Fantastic thing to do. You should definitely do that. You can be like, oh, this is cheating. No, it's not. Okay, it's a study. Overlay your study so then you can learn what you're doing wrong and do better next time. Is that? So this one, I don't really have too much to say on this one. it didn't go great because I didn't push the lighting enough. So I was trying to get this like really dynamic, like, oh, these harsh shadows everywhere and then this like really bright highlight on it because that thing's casting off light. That doesn't look like it's casting off light at all. And then it just feels flat. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this one then. I'm not a fan of it now. There's this one. This is just a random little sketch I had fun with. This is another study. I was really proud of this study. I thought it went great for me at the time. Random furries. The persona I hate. I like this. I like the like teeth like grabbing and pulling at that skin or whatever, but the hair, I'm not a fan of that. It really gives like furry Tumblr vibes and doesn't look super great, to be honest. Then there's this one. He's not supposed to be sickly. Yeah, he's not supposed to look like that. But I was trying, you know, I was doing my best. This isn't my character either. This is one that I had drawn for my friend. Yeah, it's not super great, but I tried. I'm sorry, I have to make fun of it. At the time, I thought that this looked so good. I was like, he looks so happy. I did it. I did such a good job. It's so cute. That looks scary. That looks so fucking scary. It's not great. But yeah, I was really proud of it at the time. I still can't draw happy people. I'm acting like I'm so high and mighty now. I still can't do it. It's a struggle. There's that one. This is a drawing that I had done for someone named Augie. This is... Okay, so the drawing that we did at the end of 2020, I'd done a redraw of it for 2022 to like show how much I had improved. Huge improvement, you can see. But that does not look like the same creature. I mean, I still like it, you know, like it's cute. I like his weird little like trunk teeth thing, like it's his tongue and stuff. I like the eyes a lot. The eyes are cool. Yeah, I had really liked this one. I thought it was super fun. We were starting to get like some shadows in here and like the lights, and it just looks so much better. We improved a lot with this, and I was very proud of it. And then we had this one as well. It feels like that should be the end, but I had to go making more art, ruining it. But yeah, this is another drawing of that persona. This is like the one drawing of that persona. I like this one. That one looks nice. I hate every other drawing of it though. But yeah. The face still looks terrible. I still have that face. It's bad. But I was so stubborn, I refused to get rid of it. And that was kind of really stupid. But the hands looks nice, and I tried to do like a split lighting and it turned out well. And yeah, that concludes 2021. On to 2022. Right. Okay, and then we're starting off 2022 here with this drawing. So this is one that I had done for a Secret Santa event, and I feel like that person was probably very disappointed because, yeah, they wanted it to be focused on the characters, and instead I wanted to make like a cool dynamic pose and ended up focusing on this shoe. I feel like I spent more time drawing this shoe here than I did on the entire rest of the drawing. So, I mean, if they like shoes, they're set. I mean, not really, actually, because these other ones look terrible. It's just, if they really like left shoes on this specific character, they're set. And then there's this one here. So this one is one where it was just a sketch that I was having a lot of fun with. And then I just, like, rendered it out. I had a good time with it. There's not too much, like, depth to it to say here. It's just a drawing I had a lot of fun with. I was playing with colors a lot. I had really liked the colors. I was trying to make those gems look like they were glowing. And this was like a new thing for me. I was super duper proud of how it turned out. I thought that it had like a lot of atmosphere, and yeah, I was really proud of it at the time. And this one gets points just because it's on paper, okay? Like, I hate drawing on paper so much. Also, it looks good, but like, I really hate drawing on paper. So yeah, this one turned out really well. It was one where I feel like I was more like copying and just like taking notes, being like, oh, that's interesting. Got like this little archway here. That's cool. But it's a drawing of Victor from Arcane, and these little paper sketches of Victor, they're how I learned to draw faces. Like, I learned everything from Victor You can see he's got this like sickly face, so you're able to see the form really well underneath. And yeah, moving on from that. We have this one here. I don't really like this drawing that much, but I remember I was really proud of the background and the effects here, and so I had a really good time with it. I was trying to draw some sort of like wizard dude or something, where it's like this, it's like creature. It's not like these fairy-ish powers. I don't really know. This was a long time ago, I don't remember. But I think this is the first one where I've really used like the gradient to add atmosphere to something. Or, this isn't the gradient, this is the airbrush tool. And that's a very, very good thing because, yeah, it adds a lot to it. This one I was incredibly, incredibly proud of. This was one of my favorites for a really, really long time. And it's because I was really pushing those values and depths, and like I actually rendered things out here. So like if you look at these, you can see it's still very like scratchy, it doesn't feel cohesive, but with this one it feels like more organic, you know? Like I separated out the values a lot more, and so it created this very beautiful effect here. And then I would also like this guy up here. I don't really remember what this is for, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. And then there's this one. So this one, I really liked the colors at the time. I thought they looked fantastic at the time. Looking at them now, they don't look so great. But, you know, this was one where I was like, wow, we're really, really pushing it, you know? Even though I kind of wasn't. But yeah, I remember I liked the angle, you know? It's okay. So this was a study that I did of some random person on YouTube. I don't know who she is. I have no idea. I had never seen her videos before. I was just watching her in the background and kind of like spaced out what she was saying. I was like, you have a good nose. You have a nose that's different. I like big noses. You don't have a big nose. You're a prime candidate to study. And so I did. And then she saw my drawing and I just like pretended that I knew who she was. So yeah. And there's this one here. So this was a drawing of the teacher from The Girl from the Other Side. The style in that is like a huge, huge inspiration for me now. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna pull up a picture of it 1 second. Okay, so I pulled up some shots of it here. It's just so beautiful. I really, really like this shot from the trailer for the anime. The anime's not good though, so like I didn't watch it. Just read the manga. I cut away like all of the parts that I like of the story in the anime. But I just really like this like soft look that it has, like this very like children's book-ish kind of vibe. I really like it, and like the texture on his feather fur kind of thing here, I love it so much. And I really like the way that they draw Shiva's face. I think it looks, where's the show? Yeah, like I like the way that she's simplified quite a bit here. It'll let me scroll over. Like she's just such simple shapes and so nice, especially in contrast to him, who's this very, very complex, heavily textured guy, but it's still, I don't know, it's something about it so nice. But going back to the art here, look at that, that's such a nice panel. And let's close this out. So then we have our next one here. I really like this one. I was super, well, I mean, it's not great now, but at the time for me, it was a huge milestone. I was so proud of it. I spent a really, really long time trying to render things out and create like nice transitions in the face. And yeah, it's one that I was incredibly proud of and I spent a really long time on. But you can see that like I'm just barely starting to kind of figure out how you render things. So I'm starting to like get that you need those transition areas, but I haven't quite gotten that it's easier to make a larger brushstroke to like combine these together. And I don't think that I was using like the eyedropper tool to like get those in between areas to kind of like make it easier yet. But that's something that I get at some point. I honestly don't know when. And yeah, it was a drawing I really enjoyed. And then this was another one of those Paper Victor drawings that I was very, very proud of. And then we fell off hard with this one. This one does not look good. He looks terrible here. And then I like the colors here though. Those are very nice colors, but it doesn't look great. And this is supposed to be fire, but like, it's so dark that doesn't look like fire. Fire is very, very bright. Because, you know, it's casting light, but this doesn't give that vibe. It's just, not great. I can't draw this man for the life of me. Every single drawing I've done of him looks terrible. But we try again. We try again constantly. And yeah, then there's this one here. I really like this dragon. He's so fucking cute. Look at that. I love that. His little eye, and he's like all like furry or something. I don't know, he's really cute. And then I remember I was like super duper proud of this one, like specifically the bandages here, or like wrap or whatever the hell this is supposed to be. I really was proud of like those little strokes that I did. I thought they were super smooth and I liked it a lot. But yeah, this was for a draw this in your style thing that someone had asked me to do. And then one person participated. Was it the person who asked me to do it? No. But yeah, it was Himawari. I'll pull it up there. Their profile one sec. So then this is their profile. They're super duper nice. They're a really cool dude. And it is. They did him a thingy. Yeah. Okay, going back to this now though. Then there was this one here. This is like our first instance of something being too smooth. And I really hated this drawing at the time, and it's just mediocre now, so yeah. Then there's this one, and I really like the coloring in this face here. I think it looks super duper nice. I love those little transitions. I'm usually too lazy to do this, so you know, when I do, it's nice. I think this is the first time I'd ever done that too, and it just looks really good. The rest of it's okay, but that face, the little corner there, it's like, oh, that's nice. It's good colors. This one I really like. I think this one looks really pretty. So you have I really like, I did a good job in rendering the skin here, so I'm finally starting to get it, and I think I did a really good job with it. It looks very smooth and clean, and yeah, this was a big leap in improvement for me. I even had like little speckles to add some texture to the face. And I think it's just cute too. Like, it's a pretty one. And I like these little like, I don't know what that is. Some sort of plant thingy. It looks like bamboo here. That's not bamboo on this side though. But yeah, then there's this one. This is Mr. Shadowlord from Nier Replicant. And when I first did this, the pose was super duper stiff. It did not look good. But then I got some critique and I redid it and we created this pose, which is a lot more dynamic and nice. And I really like the colors in this one. I think there's like a lot of really nice contrast between him and this. A lot of that is owed to the design more so than me, but like, I think it looks good. And I was really proud of this one. And I used blur. I never use blur to this day. So very proud of past me for that. Good job. This one's just mediocre. It's not great. It's just okay at best, you know. I like the idea. I thought the idea was really fun, but I didn't use a reference or anything, and so the execution just didn't turn out well. Okay, so this is another update to my old profile picture. So I tried to get like some split lighting in there, right? Like the warm light coming from this side and then like the purple light coming from that side. I feel like if I had added some more like separation of values, it would have looked so much better, because they're all kind of blurring together still, which is a consistent problem I'm now noticing. And yeah, then there's this one here. I think the hand on this one looks really cool. I like that a lot. I think it's a neat idea. I like his little spidery hat thing. I don't know, it looks neat. I tried very hard with like the composition on this one. I think it looks nice, but it's definitely flawed. It's not perfect. But yeah, I really like this hand here though. I think that hand looks really good. And moving on from that, so this is Happy Birthday Alk number 2? Number 2. I spent so long on this one. And yeah, you can see it's not great, you know, like all of the colors are very damp. I wasn't pushing them enough. And then, yeah, especially over here, you can see that the rendering wasn't great, but I was trying really hard on it. I spent most of the time trying to render out his face over here. And trying to draw this gun, which I wrote the name on, which, yeah, I don't know why I did that. That doesn't look good. I think it's because I couldn't figure out what goes here, so I was just like, name? Cool. But, yeah, I tried very hard with this one. There's also a lot of empty space in this. Like, you have this like just giant empty void here, and like there's nothing behind these characters, and it feels like they're all just floating in a void, and like I'm trying to create this like dynamic, like, oh, shots from the story kind of thing, but it's not really working. Then there's this one. Okay, this one is one of my absolute favorites. I love this one so much. I tried really, really hard on it. I like the story and the idea, and then this was like a huge milestone as far as improvement, and I was so proud of it. So I was like supposed to be this little creature thing, you know. He's like skinning people and then making cloths from their skin, and so I added these like stacks back here, which are supposed to be like of all of like the skin that he's finished like sewing together, and then you have like this like tapestry of it here where he's like trying to finish it, and like the needles and thread there. And he's just like peeling off some more. And yeah, I thought it was really cool. I used a lighten layer for the first time on this one, I believe. Oh my god. I love lighten layers. I am obsessed with them. They're like my favorite thing. You can never go wrong with a good lighten layer. And yeah, I thought it went really well. And I like it a lot. I like his face too, it's super cute. But this is one that I was really, and still am, really proud of. Then there's this one here. I really like all of this, except for this character. They don't look good. But this one looks great. I really like all of the parts of him, but this one just, ain't looking too good. I thought his face is really cute though, like it's really nice. And then the arm, I like how my like scratchies I did ended up like looking like hair on it, you know, and like some light catching off of that. I like that a lot. I think that's really nice. This one just doesn't look good. So I don't like their face, I don't like their arms. There's lots of proportional issues. It's just not great. But the this character I thought looks really nice and I like it a lot. I don't like this one at all. This one I made it and like I was trying to create like an interesting composition, and that was my focus with it. But the rendering is just so horrible that I just, no, it feels so muddy and gross. Okay, and then there's this one. This one is just, I was so proud of it at the time, right? Like I thought it looked fantastic. It was like, man, this is one of my favorites. Like I did great with this, but it just feels mediocre to me now. The pose feels really stiff. Like it's supposed to be this like exaggerated movement, which is like, hi. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels just so staged. I don't like that. And then I think this really dark line here just doesn't look great. I don't like that at all. The dark lines in the face I feel just really take away a lot, and then this hand is, I got lazy with the hand, and you can tell. I do really like the colors though. I really like the colors in this jacket right here in particular. I think it looks great. Yeah, I tried really hard on the rendering, and I think that's what I was so proud of, is like I had gotten it to look a lot more smooth and cohesive than usual, and I was using like this strong separation of colors, which was really nice. And yeah, I also used a lighten layer on it too because I love lighten layers. Okay, and then there's this one. So this is the base 3D model for it, right? And then I painted on top of it, and it ended up looking like this. It doesn't really work though. It feels really out of place, and like the styles don't line up. Obviously you've got the low poly part down here, but like I was blocking in these like these areas here, but then it's so smooth in all of these other spots that it feels so out of place, you know? It doesn't look great. But I was really trying with it. I gave it all I got. And yeah. Okay, and then we got this drawing. I drew some lesbians because I was like, I need to work on characters interacting with each other. So we made this. And yeah, I remember I thought I did a really, really good job on the hair and was super proud of that. And then it just feels like I tried really hard on the pose and trying to get it to feel like they were actually interacting. And yeah, good job with that. And moving on from that one, we had this one here. So this was a drawing I did for our Secret Santa event again. This one was for Raz. I've already got their page pulled up and ready to go because I'm prepared. So this is their art account. It's #1 Kurt fan, and this right here is the character that I was drawing. So this is V, and I was trying really hard to draw the feathers in here, but it ended up looking like fur. So that wasn't particularly great. Okay, there we go. So then there's this one. This was, somebody had dropped out, so I had to take it up and do their drawing for them. So I drew Zoro, right? And originally I just had the arm going down like this, but then Alk took my drawing and he drew this arm on and wrote, "Hey baby girl." And I thought it was in fact so funny that I threw away my original version of the drawing and decided to keep this instead. You know what? That was a good move. I approve. I think it was the best move. And then there's this one here. So you can see my sickeningly large eyes that I would draw. And I remember I tried really hard on like the colors in this one in particular and trying to like create this very like warm look to it. And yeah, I was like trying to play with the text as well. The eyes just are so big and like the faces are not well proportioned. But it was another instance of like I was trying to figure out like how I like to draw eyes, and so I was experimenting a lot. And so yeah, I was able to learn from this in the long run. And that concludes all of the finished art, so now we go on to doodles. Okay, it's time for the 2022 doodles. So here we go. Let's start out with the 3D models because I forget it every single time. So yeah. So I was playing with the grease pencil here, and okay, we're gonna come back to this. So then you can see I was trying to like texture things with the grease pencil. I think it's an interesting idea. It didn't really work for this model though. So this face, it be changing, okay? It be going all over the place. Look at that. It just keeps changing. That's about where it ended up. But yeah, no, it's had a full evolution here. But going back to this, I think this is really beautiful. It just touches my heart every time. It's the cocoa melon model. Yeah, this didn't turn out great. This is when I was first messing with like the hair system, and I tried. So yeah, it really gives cocoa melon. So I love it for that because it's not good. So then moving back, we have these sketches. So these are from October. So these are just all of my little like sketchbook doodles that I had during that time. And yeah, I think they're really cute. I like that one. I like the How to Train Your Dragon and Arcane ones too. And yeah, I think there's just like a lot of fun ideas in here, you know. And that concludes that. And this was for like a little like edgelord comic thing I did, because there was like some trying going around. It's like the singing monsters one. So you had this, and there was like the eye, and it went like boop, 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 following whatever the words were. I can't remember. And there's this one, and it goes to this, and to this. And it was a little animatic. And so during this year, I would draw a lot of meme faces. So here's some of them. Honestly, it's really good practice. Like, they're very expressive. They're a good way for me to learn. But yeah, we did a lot of that this year. And yeah, then we have this one here, and this was just a little study that I did. You can see that I'm not simplifying things into larger strokes. I feel like I'm going crazy. I've recorded this like 15 times, and so I'm like, have I said this already? I probably have, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, you can see it's just all these little tiny scratchy lines still, and I'm not simplifying things into like bigger shapes that are more readable, because that makes rendering so much easier. This is more arcane. Did we already show this? I'm tripping. Well, I swear we just did. I really hate this persona so much. We're moving. We're done. We're not talking about that. This one is so cute. I love this one. Look at that. Little guy. Oh man, he's so cute. And he's got like his little gun and like his little like scarf thing. Oh man. Mister. Okay, this one's really cute. He's got like his little gun and his scarf thing, and there's that little cat there and like his protective bubble. Mr. Dorito, do not do that. Okay, no. He's trying to climb in my plant, so he can't do that. But yeah, like, you get the little like protective bubble as like they're floating in space, and I think it's really cute. I like that a lot. I like his eyes too. It's like he's like tweaking. It's cute. Then there's this one. So I remember I was really proud of this one at the time because I did it without reference, and I was like, whoa, it's like cool. So Then there's this one here, this little like Miles Morales drawing. This one I was using a reference for, and I thought I had like nailed it. That's a long ass leg there. I did not nail it. But it's still fun. I should draw Miles again. I like Miles. People always draw Miguel O'Hara. I don't Miguel O'Hara? Okay, I'm gonna say it. He sucks. Okay? He's a big poo-poo head. Alright? Miles though? Miles is cool. I fuck with Miles. He's chill. Yeah. Okay, I drew this, and I showed it to like everyone. I drew this in school, and I showed it to like every single one of my teachers. And then I got home, and they were like, "Wow, that looks." I was like showing it to my friends, like, "Yeah, that looks like a cock," and I was like, "Oh, that wasn't the intention. Maybe I shouldn't have showed that to every teacher at the school." Yeah. There's this one here. There's more doodles. Okay, I would draw people so unhealthily skinny. So I was trying to draw my friend here, and she's like super fucking pretty. I made her look like she's sick and dying. So, yeah, that's not great. I really like this face here. I think that one's cute. I don't know, it's got good vibes. These other ones suck, but that one, the vibes are right. That's a pointy ass little nose there. You can cut somebody with that thing. Spooky. I was drawing V again. I make V look fucking scary when I draw him. This was another one. I can't remember their name, but it's another one of Rez's little characters. And then there's this one here. Okay, listen. I get so many points for the fact that I did a character turnaround, alright? I hate making ref sheets and turnarounds. They're evil. Whoops, I hit the mic. They're evil, and I hate them. And so I think that I deserve like 1 million bajillion points for that. I'm just saying. I think I present a good case. And then there's these two. There's so much extra white space in these. There's so much extra space. I remember, okay, I was gonna take a portrait shot, but I wanted this like weird cloak in the picture, and so I wouldn't, and I took the full horizontal shot, and it just feels so empty. And yeah. William Dafoe. This is cute. This is really cute. Look at that. Enemies. Whoops. It's so cute. I like that one a lot. That one's good. And then there's this one here. So this one I made, I did not realize that I was graduating so soon. I thought I had like months left in school, and I was obsessed with this drawing too. I put this on my fucking graduation card. This is evidence that I can't do 3D models of black people because I didn't know. It's just everything about this is wrong. Why are the boobs like that too? I don't know, it's not good. I'll do it again now to prove that I can do this and not have it look like that. So, wait. I did my best. I gave it my all. So, there's this one. Oh god, I forgot about this. Okay. So, this was the first drawing of Mr. Meow Meow. I love Mr. Meow Meow. We saw the 3D model of Mr. Meow Meow earlier. This is really fucking ugly, and this is back when I still called him by like his actual name, and it was just fail, and it's like a bad name, and so I just call him Mr. Meow Meow now, because like I really don't want to rename him, and also I chopped him out of the story because I completely changed it. But like, I don't think this is relevant. We're getting off topic, but like, look at those ugly ass ears. Okay, how can that compare to some cat ears? No, it can't. You know what? Those cat ears, they're fun to fucking draw. And look at those legs. No. That one looks nice though. How did I draw these two right next to each other? This is freakish. That one looks good. I drew all 3 of these in the same day. I'm sorry. I just need to. So I drew that, and then I drew this, and then I drew that. Okay, something. I think maybe I should have taken a little break and gone and done something else. This is the first drawing of Rowan. maybe we should move on. Okay, I need to show like the actual file for this compared to this photo, because this photo looks cool. I like it. Like, it's cute. Like, it's not cute. He's obviously having a bad day, you know. He feels like he needs like a hug, but I'm not giving him one. So, but look at that. That looks disgusting. Compared to that, it's lame. Okay. Also, I like that. No, no, go back, go back. Whoops, go back. Okay. I didn't pay for Windows. I still haven't paid for Windows, and I don't intend to. So, yeah. Then there's this one. I remember, I think Dotted told me I should draw something for Pride Month, and so, or maybe I like promised her a drawing or something, and she was like, draw me gay people, and so I was like, okay, I will do it, and I did. And yeah, this is the one I made for her, and I gave him like a cool coat, and it's like a cool coat, so it's cool. And yeah. Then there's this one here. I don't like that one. See? Look at this. Look at this, okay? Got that ugly ass motherfucker, and then he has a massive glow up. Okay, he's a cute little kitty cat now. It's like weird to say that about like a man, but we're not gonna think about that. So I really like this one here. I think this one's super cute. And then I like this one over here too, where he's sad. I like that one. I like that a lot. These other ones are all mid, but like those two, I like them a lot. Let's see. No. Okay, so then we have this one here. I can't draw fucking Klaus. I just can't do it. I don't. Every time he looks terrible. This is Alk's drawing of him where he looks nice, and then there's mine right next to it. This looks horrible. This looks so bad, but I thought it looked so good at the time. I was like, wow, it's so expressive and cool. It looks like shit. I love this one. Oh, she's not in here. Okay, well, it's a drawing of Napar. It's a drawing of the little burrito. I like this one. This, I think, this is the greatest drawing that I've ever made, frankly. I like it a lot. It's really cute. This is the 3D model of the meow. I mean, you can see it. You can see it, yeah. Okay, I don't need to explain. There's this scraggly ass little cat. So this was supposed to be his cat. And yeah. There's that. Okay, and there's this one. This one, it was a little story I was doing with Alk, just a little silly one, where like, is this guy, and he had the ability to like pull snakes out of stuff. And so he decided to make this into like a career, you know, where he's like a performer. So he got himself like a sombrero and a poncho, and he's a white guy, by the way. And so he just like pull out snakes and be like, wow, this is so cool. And then people would be like, he just pulls out a fucking snake. So there's this one. I love women. Where's her tail? She needs a goddamn tail. You know what? He needs a tail too, okay? Otherwise, what is this? I'm never drawing fucking tails on people. I think I'm just forgetting what's not the point. That looks scratchy as hell. Okay, this one I remember. So I'd ask people, I do that thing all the time, right? Where I'm like, oh, give me something to draw and I'll draw it. And then I wouldn't do it. But I did on this one. So this is like the one time I did. So we drew Griffith, and I don't know what that is, but it was another one for it. And then Zod. And yeah, I actually held through all my promises that time. There's this one. It's the persona as a rat. Yeah. So, there's this updated ref for him. This was a study I was super duper proud of. I thought it turned out really, really well. And yeah, I think that's mainly just because like I was stealing those colors, but like, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I can steal his credit. I can't read that, but you know, their credit's mine now. But yeah. Some little doodles. Our mistakes always come back to haunt us. Get those long ass legs again. So this was the beginning, right? This is the start. So this is the first drawing of Iran, and then we have this one here. This one looks bad, so we don't talk about it. But then okay, we got doodles in the way. This is a Secret Santa drawing because I do like a cover art when we did the announcements and sign up. So whatever. I don't give a shit. Oh, these are cute. Okay, I did this like little creature thing. So this is like an ant guy. So it's like playing with the idea of like communication through like chemical signals and like I don't know. I was just thinking a lot about that. There's this one. Doodles. So this one's, okay, this is Rook's character. Gotta have the Rook segment now. I'm ready to go. Okay, I got it all pulled up. So this is Rook's Instagram here. This is their Kara, and this is their Blue Sky. And you know what? You should go follow them. That's all the evidence I need. Okay? So, yeah. There's this one. This is another, it's like, a creature, and he's cute. I like him. Look at that. That's a little silly guy. I agree. I would be friends with that. Okay, maybe. Or, like, give me rabies, but one of the two. So, there's that one. I don't know. I do like that I lightened the color of the hair, though. That was a really good choice. The colors in this are much, much nicer. Big upgrade. But I don't know. Right, it feels like racist somehow. We should move on from this. There's these ones. These are all the... Just look at this. Look at this. Okay, ready? She's slowly turning into a black woman. She went from a white woman like 3 things ago. She's slowly getting darker. So, little creatures I did. These are all really... It's a weevil. I love weevils. But these ones are all really cute. I like all of them. She looks thin as fuck here. But, one step closer. Oh my god, it's magical. Is that one? Oh, that's the end. Okay, that's the end here. Oh, that's the actual end. Okay. Well, that concludes the 2022 doodles. Okay, I forgot to announce the end of 2022, but we're on 2023 now. Yay! Okay, we got 2 years left. Alright, so we're starting out with this one. So this was another one where I took my 3D model and then I painted over it. So the reason why these didn't really work is because of the difference in detail. Where the 3D model is like, it's really smooth, it's really heavily detailed because it's a 3D model. And so then I'm trying to draw on top of them with this like blockier, like less refined style. Like I'm not going for that super smooth look. I was doing this very like blocky sketched out look. And so they didn't mesh well together. And that's why it looks so janky in them. But they were a really good learning experience and I did enjoy them a lot. And I remember I thought that this was like super cool with lighting. It was a fun challenge, whatever. Yeah, it was nice. Okay, alright, you get ready for this one. Okay, I got a whole story for this. So this one, to this day, one of my favorite drawings. I love this one so much. I think it still looks really nice. I spent a long fucking time on this drawing. Look at all this detail, man. I spent so long on this, but it's okay because I had a fantastic time and I love this drawing. So the story, right? This was based on a dream I had. It was a really fucking weird dream, which always makes it fun. So the dream was like my parents were going to their friend's house, right? And then I got sent to the basement. So, yeah, I got sent to the basement, and it was filled with baking soda, wine, and spiders. And so naturally, to avoid the spiders, I started eating boxes of just pure baking soda, one after another, and drinking all of the wine, because that deters the spiders. It gives away. Naturally, it makes sense. And so, then eventually, we started to reach our limit. I can't eat any more baking soda. I can't keep drinking this wine. I'm gonna be so sick. And then the Goonies, they came to the rescue. They went, pooh! They went through the door. Not the door, the, like, side of the barn cellar thing. We don't question it, okay? We don't question this. They came through, and they had an axe, and they were like, bow, bow, killing all the spiders, you know? And then they went up to the big spider nest, which evidently I didn't notice until now in the dream. Just this massive, huge, like, 6-foot spider nest. And they, like, went at it with the axe, and it, like, went in, and it had this, like, gross, like, sound, and it was, like, layers of this really thin, brittle material, just like tons and tons of layers in it, and it was like super nasty, like coming up. It has like goop inside of it once you pass a certain layer. It's gross. Then they exposed spider titties. And they started drinking from the spider titties, and they started turning into spiders. I can't see. I hate it when that happens. So they started, like, their faces started, like, you know, get, like, super messed up. Like, their skin was peeling off, all their hair fell out, their arms were starting to, like, weirdly, like, crack and bend and stuff and, like, stick out and just, like, all mangled. And I was like, no! The Goonies! I need to save them. And so then I went with my baking soda and I threw it on them. It was like, no, this isn't working. So I took the axe from next to them, I climbed up to the top of the nest and I went, pow, right through the top, right? And then the little, like, the spider goonies were alerted and they were like, and tried to attack me. So I killed them. I had to kill them to protect myself, right? They were too far gone. But then the big spider mother emerged. Was she a spider? No, but that's not relevant. And so then I was like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. And I ran out the hole in the wall. And evidently it's like a post-apocalypse now, because everyone's turning into spider people. A horrible epidemic. And so I was like trying to find a vehicle to get away, and I couldn't find one. So I was like, shit, I gotta find somewhere to go. And then I spotted a house and was like, that one has a car. And I was running really fast. I was like, we're gonna make it. But the spider was deterred. Oh yeah, the spider was deterred by light, and I just like manifested a torch halfway through, and the torch was burning out, and the spider was coming, and I was like, God, we're so close. I was like this far from the car, and the torch went out, and the spider was like, wow. And so I whipped out a match, and I held it up. And the spider was like right here. I was like, I'm just like slowly inching backwards towards the car, and then, yeah, then the match went out, and as I was like right about to get in the car, the door was open. I was like hoisting myself in, and then it went out, and they went with the little like claw thing. It stabbed me through, so I couldn't get away, and I was like, ah. I guess I got hurt. You go out when you get hurt, and then they like shoved this giant fucking tube down my throat, and it just like went like all the way like inside, and I remember I was like, it caused like internal bleeding, and so I was like dying, but I was also like slowly losing sentience, and that's the end of the dream. So that's the spider tree. I think it's really beautiful. There's this one that I had made for somebody again. I really like the colors on this. I think it's very pretty. It's again, I used a lighten layer and I think it looks really. Oh, I used a lighten layer on this one too. You can never go wrong with a good lighten layer. I love those things. Then there was this one I made after I watched Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Very good movie. I did not like this one because I was lazy. I did not try with that pose. No. This one, okay, I really liked the like alert things. I think that was super creative. It was really fun. I loved it. 2B looks terrible though. And I tried using a darken layer in this one, and I just I am not a darken layer fan, alright? Lighten layer, delicious. Darken layer, ugh, gross. Not for those purposes at least. I use darken layers for some things. They are useful, just not for this. Oh, I should have used one on the one for tonight. Okay, we gotta fix that. I'm gonna use this on the one for tonight. To add some like color to it, you know? So smart, genius. I got distracted. This was one that I had made. I think it was. Okay, I think this one was like right after Roe v. Wade had been overturned. It was like a lot of anti-trans movements, and then some politician was like, "We're a Christian nation," and so I was like, and I went and drew this, and it's like, cool. Look at that. That's sick. I like that there. That's really cool. And yeah, that was that. This one, I like this one. I think this looks nice. I really liked. I just liked it. I thought it was a nice drawing. I was trying to draw happy people. We're still on this arc. This arc is not ended. I still can't draw happy people, but we're getting better. Okay? I will get it one day. This one was fun. I liked this. I tried to add like a little like rainbow thing, you know? I think I used those little like, I can't remember what it's called, where it like splits the, you can see it right there. You can see it. I don't need to explain. But yeah, I thought this one was cool. I remember, I think I sent this to Alk because I didn't have that in Krita, and so I was like, will you please do the effect for me? And he was like, okay, and sent it back to me, and it's like, thank you. And yeah, there's this one. I like it. I think it's fun. This one, I still really like this one. Is it super detailed? No, but this is a really fucking nice study. I like it a lot. I think I just like the shot from near, to be honest, but whatever. I like it. It's good. There's this one. I did not like this one. This was another instance of I'm trying to play with different brushes and didn't really go very well. But I don't feel like I learned too much from this, and so I just instantly forgot this drawing even existed. And so right now. Yep. This was another one. I love this one. I love it so much. It was another near study. I thought it looked fantastic. I was really proud of the tree bark on this one. I thought it did super well with that. And those like bushes over here. I like this one. I thought it went really, really well. I was super proud of it. It's like one of the best. Sorry. This is one of the best backgrounds I've drawn. This finally replaced the shitty avatar, and this became my profile picture for a super long time. Got Mr. Meow Meow, this cute little kitty cat. I like those eyes. It's good. Yeah, it's a nice drawing. I just mainly like the cat. It's a really fucking cute cat. He's like the toe beans too. It's a good cat. This was one I did for Owl House. This is a cute bird. I like that bird. That's really cute. Yeah. Okay, this one, I really, really like this half, this whole section. Ooh, what that eats. That looks nice. I like that a lot. You get this like weird like bubbling texture for like the whatever that is. And this is a nice hand. You get that needle. It's like, oh, that's nice. And then this hand, or sorry, not this hand, this side looks terrible. I don't like it at all. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, we're moving on now. This was a Trigon drawing I had done. It's cute. I like it a lot. I was trying new things with it, and they didn't succeed, but I like this drawing still. I think it's very sweet. There's a cat in it, and he's eating a donut, so you can't really go wrong. This one, I like this drawing a lot. I thought this drawing was really pretty. I liked the aspen trees in the background. I thought it was really fun. And yeah, it's just a nice drawing. Okay, this one, I hated this drawing so much at the time. I don't know why. It's a really nice drawing, honestly. Like, I like this one a lot now. This is one of my favorites from this year now. Like, I don't know why I hated this one so much at the time, but I could not stand it. And now I'm like, it's a nice drawing. I like it a lot. Yeah, it looks good. This was a drawing I had done for T. I gotta see if I can even find T's socials. Hang on. Go. There's this one. Okay, this is a picture that, okay, we gotta find another account. Hang on. Okay, this is Dar. So that drawing was a study of a picture that he took. He's a fantastic artist. He's been really into 3D recently. He's been learning a lot. Stuff looks fantastic. This is, though, that's his Instagram. This is his blue sky. I believe he has his render. Yeah, right here. A 3D model he made. Damn impressive. I feel okay. I need just like a shout out section. This is too fucking much, man. There's too many people I like. Okay, so moving on from that one, there was also this one, another little study that I did. I was having a really, really hard time trying to figure out how to simplify these. That's one of the big things I was having a lot of difficulty with. It still do. It's really hard. This one was another fun one that I did. I don't have super strong opinions on this one. I don't have much to say. I think the floor looks nice. Like the colors on there. Yeah, that's about it. This was the start of Inktober of that year. I really like this one. This one's got that like cool oh, it's because the prompt was dream. Okay, well that makes sense. This one was neat. I don't remember the context. I was like sitting with someone and like, oh, you should draw this. And I was like, I don't know that, but I'll draw it. And so it just weird little like demon guys, little traveler. This one I like a lot. I think that one's cool. I really like that with like the mirror and like the stuff spreading up. It looks neat. Okay, this was something, I think it was like you get a color palette and you have to make a drawing with this, so I just weird little like wax guy in front of an eyeball. So, Mr. Meow Meow! This is really fucking cute. I love this picture. This is one of my favorites. I love this picture so much. He's so fucking cute! Look at him! I love this one. I really love this one so much. It's so cute. This was Happy Birthday Alk number 3. So, Happy Birthday Alk number 3. This was a Celeste one. This was for the Secret Santa for Miss Dot. This was another one for the Secret Santa for Scarlet Ace. I really liked this one. I thought this one went super duper well. I was so proud of this. Like same pose for these two. I did this one first, so I was able to do this one a little better the second time. I think this worked really well. This was another one, I can't even remember the character. It was another one for the Secret Santa. I think someone didn't do their thing, so I had to do it. And then there was this one. It's fun. It's cool. It's a little guy. I just said guy. That's not a guy. That's a tree. Okay. We're sleepy. We're ready for bed. This is a fun little tree, and it looks nice. This is a study I did, like, on New Year's, I believe. Yeah. So, this exact day last year, this is what I was doing. So yeah. And that concludes 2023. We are not done with 2023 because I forgot about the 2023 doodles. So we have this one here, 2023 probably. Very descriptive, thank you. So, it's cool little clawby. Yeah. This one here is bad. Yeah. There's this one. This is a very clear representation of like Alkalische skill difference at the time, which I think is, I don't know, it's just very funny. Then there's this one. So I don't know how I managed this, but we got the head inside of the eyeball. There's that one, just some figure studies. This is a drawing I did for August. Honestly, it looks really nice. You know, I like it's just very solid, clean shapes. Borzois, more studies. We choked our spit a little bit there. This one's really cool. I like this one a lot. It's like a gar and like a bird dinosaur combined, like a pterodactyl gar thing. It's cool. I like it a lot. I really like the teeth and like those long snouts. That looks really cool, right? Like I love that. It's really cute. I like him a lot. It's just like staring at you. And this guy's got a really fucked up neck. God damn, he's got like a fucking snake neck here. But yeah, I really like those little critters. They're very fun. They're very cute. Then we got this one, more studies. There's a Hades drawing that I was going to do, but I never did because it was hard and I was a coward. I think it just didn't work too, and I was like, I don't want to redraw this again. So yeah, there's that one. I tried really hard on it though, I remember, and like, I don't know, the parts that I did finish look nice. This is Dorohedoro drawing I never did. Okay. You can hear the computer audio, so I gotta act up. Sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it just make you laugh? Really good voice actor. I did great. But yeah, then there's this one. I was so proud of this one, because look at that. They look happy. They look like, they look happy. Okay, yeah, you get the purple. I like purple. These are some Ava studies that I did, and I liked them a lot, and I think that the Shinji one turned out really good. And yeah, moving on. This was a near study that I had done. It didn't go great. I was really trying, so that's like... You can see how chaotic and random it is, because I feel like I still wasn't breaking things down enough, where I was going for like all of these little tiny strokes, when a better approach would have been to add in like these thicker strokes, and then start refining and cutting away at them. So yeah, this was a 30-minute study that I had done. This was also a 30-minute one, another 30-minute study, and then there's these little doodles here. Some Pan's Labyrinth ones, and then this was okay, so I was like trying to design like a cool like furry character, like an anthropomorphic dude, and this just feels like a wizard with like an anteater head, but like it's cool. I like it. There's some Pan's Labyrinth ones. So this is Mr. Taco. This is my Bloodborne character, and I think he's like really cool and awesome, and that like everyone should love him, like I do. So the little run cycle animation that I had done. Some Hunter x Hunter ones. More studies. A lot of studies. I should really do more studies. This one I was super duper proud of because it looks really expressive and cute, and like I had liked the face shape a lot. I thought it was just, I don't know, I really liked the style of it. I was super duper proud. And then I was trying to draw them like fashionable because I needed to learn to draw clothing, so I was trying to like practice clothing folds here. You just can't tell because I didn't like add any. This was more magma, more 30-minute studies. This one, that's a good face. I like that. That's really cute. I like that one a lot, though. I think that one looks really nice, frankly. More of them. He looks like spooky. I don't know. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, yeah, they look a little freaky, but that's okay. Grilled cheese. This is a duplicate. More magma. More magma. Little critter. It says cancer because they had like magic cancer. I like that sketch though. It's cute. Grilled cheese. Grill me a cheese. I like those ones a lot though. I really like how expressive they are. Like that's really cute. And then I like this. This one's just super simplified, and I like that one a lot. That looks really nice. The fucking grilled cheese ones, of course, is my favorite. This is when we were playing with like the fungus idea. She has a hammer now, so that's cool. She looks really grumpy in this drawing. So like I don't know if she should have a hammer in that one. Her personality's also changed like entirely. So I mean I can't really remember what she was like at that time. This one's really cute. I like this one. It's got like the heart glasses and like, I don't know, I like it. I think it's fun. This was more magma. So this was Timtimayo here. I'm ready to go. Got their page pulled up. Okay, and this is their page here. And yeah, they have fantastic art. It's just breathtaking. It speaks for itself. I don't need to say anything. There we go. We got this one here. This was the old D&D character I had made. So their name was Ramen, and they have a little rat named Bobinski. And they said that I could have Bobinski trained to steal things, and so I was like super duper into this. But we never played the campaign, so yeah. Whoop. Okay, well, there's my own ref sheet I had at the time. I don't know what this is, but I fuck with it. Alright, you know what? That cat with the hoodie with the peanut butter bubble cannons. I think it's a fantastic idea. I think we should make this real. So, then there's this one here. So this one, I just like any of them where like I conveyed some story, you know? Like those are the ones that I always really enjoy. And so yeah, I like this one. This version though, does not look anywhere as good as this one, right? Like that looks so much better. The shitty photo quality adds so much to it. Like, look at that. Yeets! That's nicer. I like that one a lot. I think that's cool. A little sketch. This is for a summer event. So I drew this because I had commissioned someone to draw my characters, and I was super duper excited, and I was waiting for the file to upload, and so I forgot that I was waiting for the file to upload, and I went and I drew this, and then I got the file, and it was cool. And then this is one that I just made in like a day at work. There's this one. I really liked this sketch for a long time, because I think this was the start. I think I was looking at Ethan Malbridge's art, and I was like, whoa, those are some cool fucking eyes. And so I think this, put together with my old giant eye problem, created like the current style that I have now. And yeah, then there's this one, more studies, some Inktober drawings. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This one looks really nice, I think. This one is another one that I really like, because I feel like it conveys like their dynamic, you know, like it gets some story across with this. And I like that a lot. Like you had, this character was, well, okay, I should like use my mouse. This character's supposed to be lying, and then this one is like, believing them, the lies. I just did a good job explaining that. But yeah, I like this one. I really like this one. God, you can make a drinking, okay, make a fucking drinking game out of how many times I say I really like, someone's gonna end up dead. But I really like this one. I think it's really shapy. And yeah, I like it a lot. I really love that. It feels very expressive and shape and nice. It's good drawing. Like that. There's that one. I was practicing clothing folds again, I believe. Drew Captain, Drew Rowan. This little environment here. More Rowan. We're working on the happiness. Okay, we're getting there. Look, they look happier. We're getting better. And they look happier here. And even happier. And look at that. That's a happy person. I did it. We finally did it. I really like these sketches. I think they're super duper cute. And then there was this can here, and so I wrote Shrimply Delicious on there, so they're drinking some sort of shrimp flavored energy drink. And yeah. I really hate making ref sheets still, if we can't tell. Then there's this one here. I really like this. I like those thicker strokes. I think they look really nice. And then there was this version where I refined it more. I also really like that one. And yeah. There's this little doodle. I like the creature here. And these were the doctor board sketches. that I did with Rez while we were waiting for the doctor to come talk to me. And yeah, I drew this one and these ones, and then Rez drew those. And yeah, there's that. This one's scary and I like it. A little freaky guy. That feels like it'd bite you and have rabies. This is good. I approve. This is one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites to this day. I think there's something about it that's just nice, you know? Like, it's very, very cute. I don't know. It's just so simple, and it's very expressive and pretty. Mr. Doo-Doo, get out of there. Get out of there. Go on. Yeah. Neuroscience. So this was a little sketch that I was doing for one of Alk's characters. I never ended up doing it, but like the idea is there. It was supposed to be like this one's reloading. It looks really fucking happy there. Okay, maybe he shouldn't look that happy, but like it's supposed to be like, okay, you go get these people, I'll get these ones, we can get out of here. And he's like, I'm not. Did you just shoot them? Did you just fucking kill them? And he's like, yeah. So. Yeah, then there's this one, and then we go back here, and we have the 3D models. So this was the start of that year. We got the fail one. This is the... So this looks a lot better, and then you see the rendered view. Doesn't look great, but it's okay. It ended up looking nice in the end. Then there's that one. I don't know what this is. I was just having fun. We don't need to turn around. Okay, then there's this one. So I was trying to 3D model Zach, Alk's character. Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. It's okay to not. So, I really like Alk's drawing there though. Looks cute. And then there's this. So this is when I got Substance Painter and I started like trying texture in the skin. I spent so long on this, dude. You don't even know. So, it was fun though. I really enjoyed it. And then this is the model with their large, uncanny, freakish eyes, and then I rigged it and made it even scarier. Why is it not letting me? No, I want to like skip through. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that looks like not great. It's okay. These are the teeth and eyes. Look at those teeth. Okay, I spent a long time on those teeth. I'm proud of those teeth right there. They look nice. Then there's teeth, eyes, and hair. Okay, very stylish. Oh, and then we go on to the final renders, and we are done. I think this looks nice. I like this one a lot. So this was the final render after everything was all put together. There's this one. The eyes turned black for some reason in this shot, so we just ignore that. Then there's these. I really like the soft, warm lighting on it. I think it looks nice. That one doesn't look nice, but these ones look nice. So, yeah. And that concludes 2023 Doodles. Cool. Okay, and we are starting off 2024, our final year now, and I put on a tie, and I got this cool little gecko pin for it. Pretty cool. So... yeah, so starting out with this portrait here. So a big thing I was really focused on this year was time. So I was trying really hard to get faster, because if you look at all the other years, I would spend so long on every piece. So you have 2021 where I was spending like 200 plus hours per piece. And then you go, I'd say in 2023 I was probably spending like 60 hours per piece on average, that'd be my guess. It could be more or less, and it's going to change throughout the year, but I'd guess it's somewhere around there. So this year, I was really focused on just trying to speed things up and to think more about how I'm placing my strokes and how I can optimize that process. So we started out here. I made this one in a day, and it's very simple, but I feel like it was very good considering like the limitations I had at the time. And yeah, I thought it was very pretty, and I liked it. So then there's this one. So this is another one for the Secret Santa. And this one was for Dar, and I kind of ended up making this random dude the focus more than his character, but whoops. Yeah. Also, this blood is really thick. Like, that looks more like a slime or tar or something than blood. I don't really like this drawing. It didn't go well, but I was trying to get it done quickly because there was already such a wait. And so it feels very, it's not great, you know? But, yeah, moving on to this one. So I was experimenting a lot with my style this year and trying to figure out, like, what I kind of like. I still haven't quite landed on it, but I feel like I've done a lot of experimenting, and I've learned a lot through doing this. So with this one, I tried adding this, like, thick line art around the tree, and I feel like it created an interesting effect. I didn't know how to apply it, though. You know, like, I was having a really hard time figuring out how I render out something fully, and then you can see it stands out as very out of place compared to the rest of this environment. Like, none of these other trees feel like they belong with it, and then the background is just completely skimped out on. I do think that that tree looks very nice, though. I spent a long time on that one, and I thought it looked good. You can see I also started playing with overlay textures this year. So we have this, like, rough patterning, which I just put to overlay and put on top of the image to just add some quick texture. And then there's this one. I was really, really proud of this one. So this one was a 1-hour study that I had done. I thought it went great. I was super duper proud of this. I thought it looked beautiful. And yeah, this is one of the ones that I was most proud of this year. It turned out really well for those time restrictions, and especially at this point, that was incredible for me. And yeah, I think it looks very nice, and it's very pretty. And then there's this one. So this is our current profile, our current avatar. So this is Mr. Possum. I love Mr. Possum. And yeah, he's a little cute guy. I really like the design. I think it's very cute. I like this, like, big paws with, like, the claw. It looks almost like gloves with the black and white there. I don't know, I just think the face is really cute too, with, like, that darker shadow around the eye. I think it just gives it a very endearing quality. And yeah. So okay, let's start out here. So these were some Akira studies that I had done, and I wasn't trying to, like, get an exact one-for-one copy of the style. I was kind of just trying to, like, learn from it and get the vibe. But I really, really loved how these studies came out. Also, I just love how, like, bright and vibrant the colors in Akira are. I love Akira. But yeah, we had this one here, and then we did this, and this, and so then I took what I learned from these ones, and I applied them to try to draw my character in that style. And yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was really fun. And it was just an incredibly fun one. Like, this is one of the most fun drawings I've done this year. I loved it. And yeah. Then there was this one. This one is obviously a lot less silly and fun. I had done it because of what's happening in Gaza. And yeah, there's not much to say on this one. It's not a particularly fun drawing. So yeah, moving on from that. Then there's this one here. So this was Ryoji from Persona 3. I don't like this drawing. I really don't like this drawing. It feels so stale, and I could tell that at the time too, where I drew this and I was trying so hard to fix it, but I just couldn't, because there's just no life to that pose. There's no personality to it, and it didn't go great. So I ended up just quitting this one early. And I think that was for the best. If I had tried to continue pushing it, it wouldn't have led anywhere. It would have just been a disappointment. But, yeah, moving on from that, I made this one. I really liked this one. I thought this one was a super fun drawing. Let me move this a little bit. Okay, we had one in the wrong folder here, but then there's this one. Okay, so this one, these next couple ones I drew all in one day. I do not know what I was on that day, but ooh, that was a good day for me. I created, like, most of my favorites from this year that day. So I made this one here, and I think it's just a really fun, like, expressive face, and I love just the working with the purple, and I really enjoy it. And then there's this one. I have a really, really hard time with simplifying environments, and so I thought this was just, like, a clean, fun one, you know? I like it. Then there's this one, also same day. I really like the rendering on this face here. I think it's just, like, a really cool head there. I like how much the eye pops, because it's got that, like, smoother look and that highlight in there. And yeah, I really like that one. I think it's really cool. And there's this cute little bird that I did. This one didn't go as great. It's the composition that's the problem. I feel like if it's just not properly staged, but it had a lot of potential, right? I like the idea still, where it was supposed to be like this dead animal, And then these little like lion cubs or whatever, and they were all just like eating from the corpse, and it died to give them life was my general idea there. I was watching animal documentaries while I made these, so yeah. And then there's this one. Oh, I love this one. I really, really love this one. Let's get that a little further out now. The colors in this are so nice. I really, really liked them. And then I thought that like that rougher brush that I used just created such a nice effect there. I love this drawing. This is definitely one of my favorites I've done ever. I love this one. And I did it so fast too. I did this in like an hour and it's still one of my favorites. Like damn. But I don't know. It's just I like it. It's very expressive. There's issues in it, right? Where like this fish doesn't look great, it's kind of like falling over it looks like, but it doesn't matter. I like the colors, I like the idea, I like the texture. I think it's fun. Then there's this one. So this one was a study I had done. So I was looking at like old Disney rides. So this was for like a Pinocchio one. And so I was trying to do a study based off of it. So in the original photo, it was dark here because, you know, it's like an actual ride. And so you go through like this dark corridor as you go into the belly of the whale. I had decided to try to make like light coming from the inside of the mouth. I don't know how I feel in that choice. I think the original looked a lot better, like the original photograph, because it had that like foreboding sense. But also I like how this one came out. You know, I think it creates like some really fun colors in here, and it's just interesting. It didn't turn out great. Like, this doesn't look like water here. These rocks all have the same shape, but I thought that it was fun. And yeah. Then there's this one. So I drew this while I was listening to Everywhere at the End of Time, because, yeah, that's not a fun album to listen to. So, yeah, I drew this while I was listening, just like kind of catch the vibes that, I don't know. You know, it's just like some fun little surreal doodle. And yeah. This one, I really, really don't like this one. I really, really don't like this one. So this one was just a disaster, but I refused to let it go. I was like gripping onto it so tight. It was a mistake though. It was bad. So the problem here is like, it's so flat, you know? Like, I'm trying to convey this moment, right, where it's supposed to be like, okay, well, this guy was given some sort of shot or something, like, and being experimented on, and he's, like, trying to, like, reach out and plead for help, but it just doesn't, it feels so lifeless, you know? If I wanted to convey that, I should have done, like, a low camera angle, like, looking up, like, maybe from, like, back by his feet here, looking up at him as he's, like, reaching out for the guy, like unable to reach him, you know, like that would have been a cool way of expressing this. That would have been able to like really emphasize like the pain and like him like arched over, like desperately reaching out, you know, like I could have really, really pushed this and created something interesting, but I didn't, and I don't like this one at all. It's just so boring, and the composition is flat. There's so much like empty space here that just adds nothing to the piece. And then I was just trying to layer on effects desperately to like try to mask that poor composition and the poor foundation, but that's not something that you can mask. So I added this like chromatic aberration and stuff, but it's just, and I had this like tilt to it that added nothing. It's not a good one. It's a very bad drawing. And then there's this one. I really love this one. This was a study of a guy I saw on Pinterest. I really, really enjoyed doing this. I really like this drawing. I thought it went well. I had added like the speckling texture on there, and I don't know, I just feel like it gives like a really nice feeling to it, with like those like looser strokes in there mixed with it. I like how that looks. And yeah, I think this one looks really good. It feels very stylized and nice, and this one kind of like defined the tone for what I was looking for from this point on. Okay, so there's this one here. So this is the drawing before I got critique, right? So you can see the pose feels very stiff, right? Like, it doesn't, so I was trying to do like, he's like hurled over, like clutching onto himself, but it doesn't have that weight to it, you know? And then it's also got this like flat, dull lighting, and so then I got some critique, and we changed it to this, which feels much, much better. So you have like those hands like actually gripping onto the shoulders and like the side there. And it feels just so much more alive and nice. And then I added that like rim along the wings, which pulls your eye to it more in like a more interesting way. It's just all around huge upgrade from that to that. Looks so much better. So then there's this one. So this is my character Oron. I think there's definitely been pictures of her in the past. But this is like the current one, our current rest for her in the story. And yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's very pretty. This is like the first drawing I ever did of her that I liked. I loved this drawing, and I still like this one. I feel like the vibe was just right, you know? This was after I had made some changes, so I was like, okay, she's gonna be like partially inspired by Monitor Lizard. And yeah, it's just a good drawing, I like it. And, let's see. Okay, so then there's this one. We need to pause for a second so I can find the sketch for this. Okay, there we go. So I pulled up the sketch here. Look at this sketch. This one just has so much more personality, right? Like, look at that. It just feels very uncanny, very unsettling. I love this sketch because it's just this, it feels very still, and it's like that moment before something happens, you know? Like, I feel like the bang isn't the, like, terrifying part in horror, usually. It's that, like, suspense, it's that build-up, it's that moment of dread right before. And I love that, because I feel like I really captured that with this, and it just feels so, like, ominous, because, like, the features are so undefined, and I feel like that's the problem that I didn't really get, is I was trying really hard to define and render out those features, and it just became a lot less scary when you could see a clear face. I love this sketch. I still really want to make this into a finished piece. I don't know how yet, but this is one of my goals where I want to learn how, because I love this sketch so much. And yeah, so then looking back at the other one here, so you can see this is afterwards where I tried to like push it and I gave it a more dynamic angle and tried to render it, and it's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's still a good drawing, right? But it's not that drawing. That's something separate now. But that was where the idea came from. I like his face here. I think his face looks really nice. I spent a lot of time on that. I mean, it's a really interesting angle. I don't think it's very scary though. This is just a fucking guy. Sleeves out of the way. But I still really like the rendering. I like the lighting. I think the green looks really nice on it. Yeah, I like the eyes too. I think the eyes really pop in it. And yeah, you got that nice highlight in there. I don't know, I like this drawing. I just don't think it's scary. So that's my critique of it, but I think that you can't really get that as much with this lower angle because like he's right above you, you know? That fucking door, that doesn't make sense. So, and whatever, we're moving on now. So this is a drawing of my new character, Eshi. So, yeah, I was trying to like make her very shape and like exaggerated and fun, and I think it was, I just really like this design. I think it's fun. I really like the head, you know? It just gives like a really cool vibe with like that eye on the side. And yeah, I added that like holographic metal for her. And then there was this drawing that I did. I was just doing her like spray painting, cause like there's not really a story yet. It's just like a loose vibe, you know. But my general idea is it's Eshi wandering through this like abandoned post-apocalyptic city, just making art and trying to find themselves through that. And yeah, I think it's fun. And then there's this one here. So I don't like this drawing. This one didn't go great. It was a drawing that I did for like one of those like draw every day challenges for, I think Istabrak is the one who posted it. I like the thick like textured strokes that I used here, but it just, I don't know. It just feels a bit boring to me. There's not much for me to be interested in. There's not much story behind this to capture me. It's just a picture. Something. This one I really liked. I had a lot of fun with this. So this isn't as much drawing as it is just me playing with graphic elements, but I liked it a lot, you know? So, we drew 2B in the middle here, and then I was going and I was just trying to like wrap the text around her. I was playing with composition, you know, trying to like make her feel like surrounded and like these were like floating and like, I wanted a feeling of movement with it. I didn't want it to feel like claustrophobic with it. I wanted it to feel like she was being like surrounded and like circled by these flowing kind of like ambiguous things. And yeah. And then we had the like textures I added in the background here. and I added like all of these shots from part of Nier. And yeah, I added this just like simple grid on the ground because I felt like that was very effective for what I was going for. I can't explain too much with this without like spoiling the game, but yeah, I thought it was cool. So then there's this one here. So this one, okay, I tried really, really hard with this one. I feel like it's just missing something, right? It doesn't feel complete. So I got some critique on this, which said that I should add like a gradient of light, like of passing over her. And I think that's definitely right. I also think that like I was trying to make these fish look like they're glowing for like a part of it, but then I kind of cheaped out on that and gave up on that idea. And it's like, okay, well, what was the point of that then if I wasn't gonna hold through? But whatever. I feel like what I really don't get is how to make it feel like she's in water, like she's surrounded by fluid. I don't know how to give that effect, and that's something that I was really, really trying on through this whole thing, but I haven't quite nailed yet. I think, I don't know, I think she's too clear for that, maybe? I'm not quite sure how to achieve that effect, but I'm very interested in finding out. But yeah, I really like this drawing. I thought that it was fun. I was just trying to go for like this feeling of wonder. Like she's scuba diving and she sees this like beautiful school of fish and just like, whoa. Like a magical moment kind of thing, you know? And then there's this one, just some random trees that I was doodling, you know? Made this in like an hour. Just a fun one. Okay, this one, I count this like sketch without color as like the official version of this, but like I was playing with gradient maps and I love gradient maps, and I think that it's nice colors on here, so I kept it anyways. This is a Snake Auticon and their 50 Huskies. We'll go more into depth in this one in the sketch section. So then there's this. So we have now hit the end here. So this was my drawing that I did for Alk. This is Happy Birthday Alk number 4. And yeah, I spent a really long time on this. I was really focused on the composition. I was trying to like make it feel like it's all of these pieces like coming together. I don't know how much I should say here, but yeah. I got lazy though. I got really lazy. And so, what the hell is this? I spent so much time on all of these little pieces back here, and then I cheaped out here, and it just... no. It was driving me crazy. It was eating away at me. So we redid it. And this was like 2 days ago. But, yeah, this feels so much better to me. And, yeah. I'm proud of this one. I think it went well. So I got some critique on this like a couple hours ago actually, where they were saying that I need to be measuring my faces more, and just measuring everything more in general. But they said that my proportions were really messed up in there, and it's like, oh, whoopsie. So I guess that's something to work on in 2025. But for now, I'm happy with this. I think it looks nice. And yeah, I like the vibe that it gives. I was trying to go for like, it's all of these like disconjointed pieces like coming together in the background, like this big sprawling piece, and he's taking like the foreground as he's like looking up. And, yeah, you know, you get the idea. But moving on to the doodles now. So actually, let's do this little comic first. So I made this little comic here, and it's just a simple little one. It's a little sad, but yeah. I liked it. I really, really like this shot. I think this shot is beautiful. This is one of my favorite drawings of this year. Just in general, honestly, one of my favorite drawings. I don't know, it just feels very sweet and expressive. It's just like that bittersweet feeling I was going for. And, yeah, that's the whole comic. Let's see here. Let me go into the doodles section. So let's do the figure drawings first. So these are from June, just some random little figure drawings. So got the 5 second, 15 second, 30 second, go up to 5 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minute, you know. And just random ones in here. And yeah. Oh, my feet. Okay, and so then we're starting out with this one. So I got a VR headset at the start of the year, right? And it's super duper fun. So this is one of the first things I made in there. It's called Shape Lab. It's fantastic. I love it. It's just there's something so satisfying about being able to like grab and just pull this model, you know? Like it's just fun. And then also, okay. The ability to just go like, oh my god. It's so nice. It's so nice. It makes things just feel so smooth and fluid as you're modeling. But yeah, I really enjoy it. So this is one of the big things that I want to work on in 2025 is I feel like I'm really not that good with rendering out materials because that doesn't look like these. So I'm not pushing, it's too like matte, you know, like it needs to be glossy. It needs to really push those specular highlights. And yeah, we're not doing that. I was trying really hard, but I just wasn't getting it. I'd be interested in trying these again soon. I probably will, like very soon. So, yeah. This was a drawing of like a little cat that I made for my friend because it's really cute. I like it. So this is going to be a lot of what we see this year. These really rough like sketches for my story. So these are some little ones I was doodling to try to come up with a creature design for Rowan. A little edgelord sketch. Then there's this one here, and yeah, I really like this one. I think it's cute. This one, okay, I really like this one. So this was before all the changes I made to the story. So the idea, right, is that Mr. Meow Meow was feels so unserious to call him that. He was a biologist, and so he was going to do some field studies, you know, like he's learning about this new species. And so this was supposed to be like his little outfit for going out into the wild. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really cute. I was looking at like the safari fits, you know. I liked it. It's fun. And there's that one too, a continuation of it. I just thought it was cute. This was the glass blower timeline. That didn't last more than like a day, but you know, it was cool while it lasted. Okay, and then there's this one for Omori. This is Miwo. I love that little cat. That little cat makes me so sad. And then I drew this immediately afterwards. And yeah, this is a little doodle of Captain that I did. And this is still in my copy. I love the sketch. This is an animation that I did on Night Audit. I had a lot of fun with this. I did it all on my night shift. And these were just some more like concept sketches that I'd done for the characters. I really hate this drawing. This one was not a success, but I knew it instantly. I was like, it's something, you know? We saw this. This is a duplicate. Oh, we have the original dialogue for it though. So yeah, it's a fun little drawing. Diet ear, because it's Dieter. It's like a little dog for Dieter. I'm really funny. I don't even know what diet ear means. There's this one. Just a little sketchy. This one was one that I spent a lot of time on. Okay, so I was trying to capture like the feeling of this very complex setting in Nier in a more simple way. And so I feel like this was a very productive one. It really made me think as I was doing it. So I was trying to be like, okay, what are our most important things here? And I tried to go through and block out like the biggest pieces first and then go for all the little pieces afterwards. And it made it a lot easier to digest. And yeah, I like this one. I think it turned out well. Just some little faces that I doodled. This is a fun little sketch. I like it. That's cool. So this was after I played One Shot, and One Shot made me sad because I turned off the game. A little word of advice: don't turn off the game playing One Shot. You'll regret it. So yeah. But yeah, there's this little random sketch here. I was trying to draw one of those like broken down animatronics from like old Disney rides. I don't like this one. This one doesn't turn out great. I was relying on like my old. So this is the continuation of my Shape Lab model that I was doing. Then, okay, I remember very distinctly, I was listening to the Magic Mountain while I made this. Why do I remember that? I don't know, but I know I do. I just very specifically like associate this little brick area with Hans Castorp. That man's fucking gay. Okay. Gayest motherfucker I've ever read. And he's bisexual, but like whatever. So I'm sorry, I had to give that in there. It was really important. This looks terrible. This was not a success, but I had tried on it. You know, you need to have those failures to get better, so it's okay. I really like this drawing. So this one, I was looking at Fred in Mystery Incorporated, and I feel like that really heavily inspired it. There's a little drawing of Rowan, and I like it. It's very shaped. It's a very sweet feeling. I like it a lot. Yeah. I really like this one. This is just a random doodle, but like, I don't know, I think it's cool. Okay, so I was watching Meat Canyon videos, right, and he had this one on door cans, and so I was like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. I really like the idea of door cans. Now, I still haven't like actually gone through and like done something with it, but it's a good idea. I like it a lot. So this one's like okay, right? This one's also okay. You know, it's like kind of fun. But this one, I really like this idea, right? The idea of like one of those door cams that aren't necessarily like in the door, like a hidden one. Because like I feel like if it's in the door, you know, it's just like a guy looking at you. It's not as interesting. Like that's so scary. But like looking at them from the side with this like freakish like completely collapsed pose, just like staring in through like a mail slot or something. Ooh, ooh, that's creepy. I like that. Man, just imagining like a dude just like sitting there like scratched up against your door, just watching you through the mail slot. That's creepy. I like that. This is just a cute little doodle I did. I really liked his eyes. I thought they were cute. Like his like eyes and face, you know. It's a nice doodle. I spent like 10 minutes on this, so like, yeah, it's not like the highest of standards, but it's cute. So this was the sketch for our final version of Iran, the one that we saw in the finished art section. And then this was a little doodle that we had. So in the old version of the story, she died, and so Rowan had killed them, and so this was them supposed to be like, being haunted by their guilt. We've changed that now. My beautiful lizard woman gets to live. Oh, this was like a full little animatic I made. So I was thinking of like a siren, like calling someone who's like in their darkest hour, you know, like they're at their breaking point, and just essentially like calling them towards their suicide. And yeah, I thought it was, I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was cool. But yeah, I'll just let this play. I really like that face there. I remember I really liked the expression on that. And I was trying to like have it very distant at the start when you first see her, and then have it like slowly zoom in where she gets closer and closer as she like catches his attention. And yeah. And then I was like, I wanted this like drunken feeling that starts to like slip and fall in the water here, like they're falling asleep, and yeah, then they just like collapse in their arms. Yeah, it's the full thing. I like that one. I'm sorry, I have to keep talking constantly, or else YouTube will strike me down for copyright. But yeah. Then there's this one here. So this one, this was added after I played Silent Hill, and I just think I don't know. I like this sketch. I think it's cool. I like the eyes. I just think it looks neat. It's just a quick sketch, but I like the vibes. Then there's this one here. There's another one. I think I had drawn this one on my phone. Did I draw this? No, okay. The original base for it was on my phone, and then I had like drawn on top and made this. This one was just all a sketch from my phone. I just did it with my finger while I was in the living room. And yeah, then there's these ones here, just some little work doodles. So this is one of like my favorite drawings of Iran. I really like the face and hair. I sorry, I think that area looks really nice. I don't know. It just feels so simplified and clean. It's just like, ooh, just something satisfying about that, you know? I like it a lot. And she's got her big tail now. This is one I never finished. It was gonna be her drinking boba. Then there's this one too for just like chilling. Just got her like cool giant lizard tail. Just being awesome. Then there's this one we already talked about. This one I love this sketch so much. It's so cool. And yeah. Then there's this one I was making a little thing on like how to draw, like people looking up, which ironically is what I just got critiqued for, is my inability to draw them, but whatever. um, this is a cute sketch. This one is too. I like this one as well. So this is as we changed the story, right? So this started back when we had like the first lizard tail run, but yeah. So this is officially when we had changed it, and I was trying to come up with a design for Rowan for their ears. And yeah, oh, this is the creature Rowan design. I really like this. I think it looks really nice. I like this sketch here with like the long neck kind of like wrapped around like the human form's neck, and like just them like being embraced by. I think it's like cool. And yeah, I like this design. This is more sketches. Sketches. I like this one here a lot. So this is just like a quick little painting. I like it. I think it looks really cool. I like how sharp it is and like those big thick strokes. Whoops. And then I made that. This became that, and it was such a downgrade. That looks so fucking boring compared to that. Like, you got these really sharp, clean angles in this. That's just a fucking guy. Yeah, that's lame. Get that out of here. Oh, this one was fun. Okay, so this one, I wanted to practice drawing like smoother, like prettier faces. I didn't end up like going through with it. I don't remember why, but like this is one that I still want to do at some point. But I want to do this like beautiful, like traditionally, beautiful woman, like this very smooth, perfect skin, grabbing her jaw, and pulling it down, and then eating this like glass orb. Because I feel like that'd be cool. I was thinking like someone's like soul like trapped in that or something, you know, cool like that. And yeah, I think it'd be a really cool idea. I like the sketch of like the pulling. You can like, it's cool. So this was, I think this is the last ref sheet I made. Actually, that's kind of bad. I should make a new one. But yeah, this was a ref sheet we had made. I've changed the design since, but this was the old one. And yeah, I think like this is a cute sketch. I like that one a lot. Um, yeah, these are nice. You know, I really like this maned wolf down here and this serval. I think they're cute. This really needs to be updated though. Some more faces. So something that I've noticed that I do a lot is I make necks so thin. Like, look at that. Man, that can't support his head. All right, wait, give that man a thicker neck. All right, give him a trapezius muscle. But yeah, these were some fun sketch. I really like this one over here. I think this one looks super nice. And yeah. Okay, this is when I was trying to learn like the muscles of the face. I have since forgotten everything, so we need to do this again. But we did at one point. So yeah, I really like this head here. I think this one looks super duper nice. I don't know, there's something about it. Like it's cool seeing it like in that perspective. Okay, so these were some Shadow of the Colossus drawings I did. So we have a couple different versions of this. So this was the first one that I made, and then I was like, okay, it feels too flat. You know, I want something that feels more like lifelike, more like personal. So we created this. This one's much better. I like that one. And then we also made this one. If you can't tell, I don't know how big a horse is. So yeah, but we ended up going with this one here, and that was the finished thing. And I think it's really cute, and I like it. I like his eyes here. You know, like I really like those like circle eyes. I don't know. I think they're nice. And then we made another one here. And yeah, I thought this was a fun sketch. It was just like a little quick one, and I think it looks cool. More sketches. These ones were all 5-minute studies of animals, and this one was 10 minutes. This is a really nice lemur. I love that lemur a lot. It's just a good lemur. Ironically, the 10-minute one is the worst one. So, yeah. I really hate this drawing. This one freaks me out. Alright, this ain't right. It's too smooth, it's freakish, and I accidentally repeated the same design as Rowan because I do this constantly, and so I'm like, Get that out of here. Get that out of here. I was trying to draw a horse. That looks like a Doberman. That does not look like a horse. Then there's this one here. So I was trying to capture that like night driving feeling, you know, how like it feels very like desaturated at night. And so I was trying to like capture that. This is another one that I intend to redo. I was thinking, so you have them driving and then there's like a dead elk in the road. Maybe it was like something coming out of it. And yeah. And then there's this one here. This was another doodle I had done of Volk's characters where I was just like imagining little ideas. More of that. And there's this random little thing. I don't know what it is, but I like it. More drawing Volk's characters. Then there's this one. So this one I thought was really fun. I did this in the morning before I went to work. I think I did it in like 20 minutes or something like that. And I think it looks really nice, you know? I like the like thick textured strokes we have here. I don't know what exactly I was doing here. I think I know exactly which brush I was using for this part. I have like a very thick like oil painty brush that I like to use a lot now. And so I think I used that for most of this, and then I probably just used like a speckle tool to add on this. But I think it looks nice, you know? It looks good, and I think those speckles like pull your attention here in a nice way. These were a bunch of thumbnails that I had done for Doro drawing that I never ended up doing. A little doodle. This was Raz and then Mr. Possum together. I like this one, it's cute. So this one was another one for GrajoRook where I was trying to like think of how exactly we're going to color this. Himawari got my ass at this. Alright, I gotta pull it up one sec. Okay, so I had sent that drawing, right? And then they sent this GIF afterwards. It's so fucking funny. Bro is just a shaved Pomeranian. I love that so much, it's so funny. Um, okay, and so this was another attempt at this sketch, because I really love this sketch. And it turned out, I don't know, I think that he looks really good, right? Like, I think he looks nice and creepy and unsettling. I like it a lot, but I think it's still not capturing that vibe, right? I think a big part of it is the lighting. So this one you have this kind of like low, kind of ethereal lighting, which I think really adds to it and like kind of pulls your eyes upwards to him in a nice way. Versus with this one you have this like side light, which is illuminating him, which I mean I think it looks nice, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. I do really like this guy though. I think that he looks like really creepy and looks kind of fun. I like those like thicker strokes that I use to try to keep him a bit more ambiguous, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're still not quite there yet, but this is something that I'm very interested in. I want to be able to nail that, you know, because I love horror. I want to be able to create effective horror art. And so I'm very interested in finding what the problem is with this, so then I can nail it. And yeah, I do think he looks cool though. I think like the really thin rims of light around his eyes just make him feel unsettling. And yeah, I like it. This is just a really cute sketch I took a picture of, just on the bottom of like one of my work papers. And yeah, then there's these. Okay, so this was the original design for the antagonist of my story. That's just PewDiePie. I don't even watch PewDiePie. I didn't realize it until someone pointed it out to me, like, why are you drawing PewDiePie? And I'm like, oh my god, you're right. Yeah. Ooh, I really like these ones. I think these ones are super duper cool. These are just some like little face sketches I had done. Like, damn, these look neat. I really like them. They have very interesting shapes. They just feel really, really creative, and I don't know. I think they're super cool. I like them. I like this guy in particular a lot. I think he's really interesting, and yeah, I think they're very fun. I like it. This over here a little more too, so get some oh, go back. Oh, never mind, that was the right way. Then there's this one here. I also really like this one. It's just like a very shaped, like interesting sketch. I feel like it has a lot of personality to it. I like it. Then there's this one. This is just a little doodle that I did. So at this point we're starting to see a lot of like these super duper quick, like more gestural doodles. Where I'm just trying to capture a feeling. I'm not really worried about like anatomy or proportions in this. I just want to capture a feeling, an idea quickly. So a lot of these were done at work, and so I'm just trying to get them out super quick. And whoop, oh, there we go. Then this was a little animation I did where I was practicing someone kicking, you know. And yeah. This is another one I really like. So this one, the idea for it, it's another moment from my story where like they're supposed to be strangling this alternate version of themselves and like slowly developing the same traits as it. And I think it's a fun sketch. You know, I like the lighting. It feels very like intimate and close between them. I like how it closes out the rest of this world here. Yeah, I think it's good for just like a quick little sketch. I like it a lot. I think it conveys what I was trying to go for. So this is actually the sketch for a drawing I'm going to do for a friend of mine, which I still need to do, but I think the sketch looks nice, you know. I think it's an interesting composition with like all kind of like swirling into this one point. This was one, so I was gonna do a Resident Evil drawing of like Jill going to like pew and shooting a zombie, but then I got really bored because it's Resident Evil, so I'm not really super duper interested in like creating cool moments with the characters. I'm interested in them going, hope this is not Chris's blood. You almost became a Jill sandwich. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so this didn't end up happening, but I think it's a cool idea still. Like, it's a nice shot, nice thumbnail. I just really like how creaturey this feels, like this like strong like arch to it. I think it's fun. So this is a picture that Alk took while I was 3D modeling in Shape Lab, and it's just really funny because you have this tiny little orca that I was modeling, and these giant pictures, like the giant refs around it, and it's just silly. I like it. This was a drawing of Raz that I had done, and yeah, I think it's neat. I like the like rotating kind of boxy things. I cannot think of what that's called right now. But yeah, I thought it was neat. Then there's this one here. This was a drawing I'd done at paper in a cafe with my friend. We were just doing some like paper sketches, and it was neat. Okay, this one, right? With this pig up here, that looks so fucking good! What the hell was I on with that pig? Cause like, oh my god, that looks nice. I really like that one. I think all of these animals look good. So this was, I was doing Aji with Alk, right? But I drew all of the animals on here, and then he drew in the top hat, he colored in the pigeon, and he wrote "Don't even joke, lad." My handwriting is this like scratchy abomination here. But yeah, I really liked all of these. I don't know, I was super proud of all these sketches. And yeah, thought they turned out great. So this was another idea for a Shadow of the Colossus drawing. Didn't end up happening, but it was going to be Wander like going. I wanted like this angle looking down on him where he's like, rah! You know, like climbing up. So this one, I really like the thumbnail for this. I think it looks really nice. This like thick boxy line, I don't know, something about it just gives a really cool vibe to it. But then there's this rendered out little Colossus that I had. It's just like a fun little one. I did it super quick, I liked it. You know, it's just neat. Okay, wait, skip the Kaine for a second. Yeah, there we go. So this is what that thumbnail ended up coming to be. I think it looks neat, you know, but it's one where it didn't work. It was flawed, the proportions are off, it's just not a good angle for this really, and so it wasn't going to work, and so we ended up dropping it. And then there's this one. So this one I was copying the composition from like an actual shot from Shadow of the Colossus, so unfortunately I can't steal the credit for that. But I did think it was neat. It's just a fun little thing. I really like that shot, and so I just wanted to sketch it real quick. Now going back to Kaine. So I was trying to do a redesign of her. As I did this, I learned a lot about Kaine's character, but this is our first one here. I think it's just a nice sketch, you know? I like those like rough lines that I used. Okay, so we learned that with Kaine, right? So there is a reason for her design, so we should pull up like actual Kaine real quick. So with Kaine, evidently the reason why she has so much skin showing is because, whoopsie, Kaine, here. So the reason why she has so much skin showing is to stop the shade half of her from spreading. So she needs sunlight to keep that shade half at bay, but she needs to keep the shade half of her covered so it doesn't burn and hurt it. So this is her design here. We also learned that Kaine is intersex, and so she likes to dress very femininely, because, I don't know, just makes her feel better in her skin. You know, I respect that. So we started out with this, so I didn't know too much about her character going in, so this is when I learned that she was intersex, so I was like, okay, we should make it a bit more feminine instead of like putting her in like shorts, you know. And then I tried to add like flowers in here, and then I learned about the skin thing, and so I was like, oh, okay. That makes things a bit more difficult. And yeah, we ended up going back to like her weird like stocking thing over here. And then we kept this side of her covered. I was deciding between these two here, and I ended up going with this one because it would be more effective in keeping like that side of her closed. And yeah, that was the finished design. I honestly, you know what? Give her those underwear, alright? She needs to keep as much sunlight on her as possible, right? Get rid of the underwear, alright? Make it more effective. Why's she wearing underwear? What's the point? So, yeah. This was the finished design. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I've learned to appreciate Kaine's like official design a lot more in making this, but I thought this was still a fun thing to do. And yeah. So then there's this one. This was more OC sketching. So we had this one of like Rowan with like all these like people like crawling over the counter to like grab at them. It's just like a quick little one. It's fun. There's this sickeningly saturated drawing. Drawing of Manfred from Arknights for Alk. Some little skeletons here. Oh, this is the Snake and Otacon one. I really like the sketch. So we have Snake, Otacon, and the 50 Huskies here. So in this little picture back here, I drew all 50 Huskies to show just how crazy 50 Huskies is. And I'm not making this up either. He canonically has 50 Huskies. So I was just drawing their house just filled with all these Huskies around them. I misspelled Princeton over here, but that's okay. And then we put like the Gundam and Ava posters up for Otacon because Otacon loves anime. And then I was thinking like you have Otacon like watching like Gundam or like some sort of anime here, and then Snake just passed out. He just gives like old dog energy, so he just fell asleep. And then over here we had like Snake in like the box, and we added the box here like unfolded, like you know they like come apart. And yeah, oh, we should move this so you can see the little dogs over here, all the dogs. And I really like this drawing. I thought it was really fun. And yeah. And then there's this one. It was some Brokeback Mountain studies. And yeah, well. Some clothing fold ones. I was really proud of these. I thought they went super duper well. I was watching that Marco Bucci video on it, and I was just sitting there, like pausing it every couple seconds, being like, okay, I see, I got it. And yeah, I feel like we did learn a lot from it though. This is another creature Rowan sketch. I really like this one. I like how like gestural it is. I think it looks super nice with that like strong curve around the neck. I really like this one. And then like that super thin snout. I don't know. It's just a nice one. Another sketch of Dieter, Ox character. Then there's Zach again. It's also Ox character. I feel like I've said that like a lot in this video. But I really like this sketch. I think this one's super duper cute. This is like just such a nice sketch. I like it a lot. I like the face. It just feels very simple and clean and nice. This was just more like random little OC doodles here. So we had Rowan staring at a little tiny lizard here. And then we had, because I'm evil and I want to make their lives a little bit worse, they have giant fucking leeches in their world now. Just because I can. So Rowan doesn't like leeches. And I really like the tail there. I think it's like cute with the little like sharp like, twist there. I stole this tail from Ox drawings of Manfred. He always draws Manfred with like this little like scraggly like little like sharp tail. I liked that, and so I took it and put it on Rowan. Just a little. That feels a little scary, but like I still kind of like it. Rowan in the detective timeline. Just tons and tons of little sketches you can see here. Also, happy Rowan. So this is how I was trying to figure out. So like they need to be like transforming, and they need to like grow these ears and stuff. So I was trying to figure out like how we're gonna have that grow, because I need to grow like into an ear. So I was thinking it's gonna grow from like around where the temporal muscle is, where temporalis, whatever, doesn't matter, around here, and it's gonna like grow out and then up, and so that'll give it like the opportunity to kind of like go like that. Yep, that's what we're thinking here. Because I'm thinking like if this like continues to grow up, then we can get that. That's the idea right now. Little happy Rowan, little doodles. So this is just a little fun one, and yeah, some more doodles. Study of the Fly. So this is 30 minutes. This is the 1 hour mark. Does that look like Jeff Goldblum? No, but it's fine. It's fun. More Detective Rowan. This is, okay, so I was trying to plan out, like, the diner where my story is going to take place. So I'm trying to, like, lay out the environment so I can better, like, plan the scenes and think. Also, I was obviously watching An American Werewolf in London while we did this, so. A study of The Matrix. More, like, little OC doodles here. So, yeah, it's just a little fun one. More OC doodles, more. Another study of the Fly. So this is our 30-minute one. So this is before any corrections, and this is after corrections. So it's always good to do those corrections so then you can see the areas where you're having trouble. I tend to make heads way too big. So, yeah, that's something I really need to work on. Random little desert here. Mr. Timothy Chalamet. So, okay, this is a drawing that I did for Alk of Manfred and Hodor. Okay, we should say this first. It says Manho on there. I'm not, like, calling him a Manho. It's the name of the ship. Because it's Manfred and Hodor. So, but yeah, I drew them together here. I like this one. I think it looks nice. I think it's a clean sketch. And yeah, I just drew that one for him. I really like it, honestly. I think it looks nice. Okay, the plank's a lot on the eyes, so I'm going to say an epilepsy warning. I don't know if this will affect people with epilepsy because I know nothing about epilepsy, but I feel like it's better to give that just to be safe on the off chance that someone with epilepsy is watching this video. Don't look at the plank. The plank is gone now. So, there's this one here. Okay, I like the idea with this one. This doesn't look great though. we're gonna try again with this. So the idea is you have like this dude and he's like sitting in front of an aquarium and he's like praying to all of these fish and they're all like swarming around him looking at him. I think that'd be really cool, but this isn't great. The composition is just too spread out and like that's not a great pose for him. It needs to be more concentrated here, I think. I really like this sketch. I like this sketch a lot. I think it looks super duper nice. This is just a random one that I did, and I don't know, I like it. Feels very, very like simple and expressive and clean. I really like those like rough, imperfect lines. I think they had a lot of character. Little animation. I was looking at a random Jackie Chan fight. Have I ever watched a Jackie Chan movie? No. But we're doing animations of them. So, yeah, I thought it turned out well. Just some random little faces here. I was just trying to like push those shapes a lot. I spent like 20 seconds on those, so. Then there's this one. This was some magma doodles. So yeah, I just like these sketches and I thought that she was pretty, so we keep it. So this is our first design where we're playing with the antagonist of our story, based on a bull here. I really like this drawing of the bull up here. I think that looks nice. He looks not that great, but he got the idea across for me. Just a cute little sketch. I really like these ones. These, I really like these sketches. I don't know, they feel like they have a lot of personality and character to them. This one too, I really like this one. I like the stagger that he has. So this is another one of the antagonists here, and I really love this sketch. Another one here. Another one. I like this one a lot too. Another. I drew these on the back of a box that I was sending to Alk. And this is another drawing that I did for Alk. I feel like there's a lot of mention of Alk in this one. So this is like that's just a cute little one, so I was trying to draw her. I think she's really pretty. And yeah, just something fun. More dark doodles, doodles, doodles. I did this one with marker, and it was a really fun challenge because all of those mistakes were permanent. He wasn't supposed to have a beard. He wasn't supposed to look this grumpy, but we adapt. So, yeah. This is kind of a fun dude. I like him. I've decided he's an eco-terrorist because I think we need more eco-terrorists. I shouldn't say that. I think it's funny though. Right, doodles. I thought the colors on this were fun, but the sketch itself doesn't look good. It's really stiff and unexpressive. This one, so this is my current like guideline that I'm trying to define their design based off of. So this is, I'm gonna try to like further refine this face to get it to look like what I want. I tried with this one, that's not what I'm after. So this is the current model of the environment here. Little sketch, more little sketchies. I was trying to render materials, didn't go great. Little ocelot, I thought this was super duper cute. I love ocelots. I think it's just really cute drawing. I did it in Magma. So I was drawing Dr. Tenma from Monster here, and I really like his face in this. I think it looks really nice. Theater is way too small. Way too small. Himawari, again, because Himawari is incredibly funny. So that it looks like Mary and baby Jesus in there. Yeah, there's a ride. So we made him bigger, and this is a lot more in proportion for a 10-year-old. I like this one. I think this little sketch is super cute with like him getting the ball there. This is what we ended up making. I think it's okay, you know. We're gonna try again and do better. I like the composition though. I think like this arch here with it like going in like that. I like that. I think that's fun. And then this, I believe, is this is our final one. So this was a little design I was doing based off of a gray partridge, and yeah. Oh, we do have a little bit more. So we have just this anatomy practice. So this random photo of Shape Lab. This is a progress shot of me working on it, and then we have this, and this. So this is a little 3D model that I made trying to practice my anatomy and really think about like all the bones and muscles in the body. And yeah, I think it worked well. And oh, I'm trying to learn to draw with my left hand. I'm right-handed. I don't treat this hand well, so we're learning to draw with this one, so then I can learn. We're gonna do a little video on it, and it'll be fun. But yeah, these are some of the ones that I had done here. Okay, it's not letting me skip for some reason. Okay, whatever. Well, you get the idea. We've gotten better with it. I really like this sketch here. I think it's just fun. I think it's just like got so much expression for this like really shitty like shaky drawing, and yeah, it's just silly and fun. Then we had this one, and yeah, we drew all of those with the left hand. And okay, that is officially the end of 2024. Okay, we've officially hit the end of the video. So I'm going to do a quick recap of what I feel like the major lesson for each of these years I learned was, and then I'm going to do some of the things I want to work on in 2025, and we'll be done. So in 2020, that was the year that I actually started trying to improve, and I feel like the biggest thing I learned was just like, whoa, lighting is a thing. And then 2021 was a big year of improvement for me. We were experimenting with more dynamic poses, expressions, and values. 2022, I was very heavily focused on color and light. My rendering began to improve, and towards the very end of it, I began to tell my own stories rather than doing fan art. 2023, I started to focus on backgrounds, like trying to draw people happy, just addressing my weaknesses, and then trying to do ref sheets, which exposed more of those underlying weaknesses for me to address. And then 2024 was very heavily focused on trying to improve speed and playing with my style. A lot of time was spent messing with my OCs and trying to improve in telling a story in a single image. And yeah, for things that I need to work on in my 2025 goals, the biggest one here, I want to improve my sense of proportions and scale. And then I want to learn the anatomy and physiology of humans and various animals to allow me to make some cool creature designs. I want to finish my script and start learning to animate so I can tell my story. And then I want to try practicing composition through surrealism and finish reading framed ink and creative illustration. And then I want to work on my rendering of materials and experiment with some new brushes because I feel like they can really push you into more interesting territory. And do some style studies. And then I have some more video plans as well. So I want to do a video trying about like learning to draw mecha through Arduino. I have my Arduino kit back there ready to go for it. And then I'm going to do one where I haven't decided which game yet, we'll see. But I want to choose one of them and we're going to break down the environment and set design and try to get some interesting compositions by walking through and then do some studies based on that. And then we have the learning to draw with your left hand video, and it's going to be on general wrist health as well. And then, yeah, I want to try doing an animation with low poly characters, because I feel like when you take away and really restrict yourself, that's when you start to learn the most. And, yeah. I've come a long way over the past couple years. I managed to go all the way from making these tiny little shrimpy sketches to these huge elaborate rendered pieces. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my art and all of the time and work that it took for me to reach this point, and I want more people to feel that pride looking at their own work. It's not always going to be perfect. It may look bad sometimes a joke doesn't land. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're having fun. You will improve, and one day all those little failures are going to be something you can look back on and laugh and see just how far you've come. We learn by making mistakes. I don't define failure by a piece where things went wrong. Those often become my favorites because all of those little collective failures have allowed me to become the artist that I am today. I define failure as the pieces where I never took that risk. Tell the stories that you want to tell. Create the art that makes you happy. Learn to love your own work even if nobody else does. And with that said, thank you for watching. It means the world to me that you were willing to sit and listen to me rant for the past 3 hours, but I hope you're able to get some drawing done during that time, or that you could pull some inspiration to go and find that drive to make something new. And with that said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Go get yourself a nice cup of tea or coffee or something, and go make something fun. Happy painting.